We are here chilling like a villain, cheating, robbing, rhyming, stealing. We're here with Phoenix Rising and Untethered Live. We have absolutely nobody watching and nobody cares. It's just the way we like it. So, hopefully AJ will come in a little while and anybody else that wants to pop in. Supposedly the link's pinned at the top of the chat, but we'll see how that works out. Tell me something, Phoenix. What have you got for me?
You must make me choke on my drink.
I'm sorry. Tell me something, Untethered. What have you got for me?
A mouthful of combos.
God damn it, I'm the only one here that can talk. All right, folks, look.
I'll talk.
This is gonna work.
Talk right through my food. I don't care.
I do. So
Going to your channel. What? Is this going out on your channel?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hello, Caucasian Sasquatch's channel.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. I'm Untethered Live. I'm the Bible thumper of the group. Don't take that to heart.
I'm here with myself.
You're a creator, Phoenix.
Kind of. Yo. Oh, my kid's knocking on my door.
What is he doing? It looks like he's piloting a starship.
Sometimes.
Hit it.
Oh, I miss my PlayStation.
All right, so we got a channel here. Stumbled across it earlier today. It's got 7,000 subs. It's called The Vantage Point. All right. The way I found this channel is I was trying to figure out how much information there was on YouTube about the New Madrid quakes. Are y'all familiar with the New Madrid quakes?
No, I'm not. Maybe you can educate me tonight.
I didn't realize how much I knew about it until I was on a panel with Drew earlier, and he mentioned it, and then we started talking about it, and I was like, oh, well, it's this, that, and the other. All right, so back in 1811, there was a series of earthquakes that occurred not far from the Mississippi Valley, centered largely around the town. I don't think it exists anymore, called New Madrid, or at least the town there is not the one that experienced the earthquake. And it was probably one of the most devastating earthquakes in American history. It just happened to happen in a place where there weren't exactly a lot of people living at the time. The reason it was so devastating is it changed the course of the Mississippi. And according to some of the newspapers of the time, caused it to flow backwards from Mobile, or I don't know where Mississippi came out back then down there, but from wherever it come out in the Gulf, so all the way back north to New Madrid, bringing salt water with it, which means something filled up and something huge, because that means it took the full brunt of the Mississippi River for 18 hours and started draining the Gulf of Mexico until it stabilized. And that is an impressive amount of water. Now, right before the New Madrid quake, there was another event that took place where, for some strange reason, without any reports of an earthquake, the Mississippi's bed moved 8 miles in a single day. People that were down south of it were standing around. Mississippi dried up for 3 hours and then started back flowing, and everybody was like, that was really weird. Meanwhile, one town north of New Madrid that was previously on the west side of the Mississippi woke up the next morning and found they were on the east side of the Mississippi, or vice versa. I can't remember which way it went. I think it went from east to west. It went from being on the east side to being the west side. And that's like, what, 3 miles, 4 miles? How wide is the Mississippi?
Did the river jump right over their house?
No, it collapsed on one side and it flowed downhill into the collapse. And then the river dried up on the uphill side then. And then after it filled up the downhill side, it overflowed back into the original channel. But
I'm picking a jump rope.
Yeah, it dog-legged it somehow. Now, this event took place without any report of earthquakes. There's no newspaper clippings before 1811 of there being an earthquake in New Madrid.
Well, there's no guarantee that an earthquake caused it. It could have been any number of
right.
Phenomena.
Any type of substance. Yeah.
You ever seen a beaver from back then?
Well, this is only 1811, man. It ain't that long ago.
They still had pretty big beavers in
They were
1811.
big rivers, but they wasn't stopping the Mississippi at that point in time. There was a point in time when that happened, just not 1811. Okay, so by 1814, the New Madrid series of quakes had completely dried up. There were about 4 or 5 major bingers that happened. One of which was so massive it was heard in both Pittsburgh and LA.
Wow.
Shit.
Caused church bells to ring as far away as Chicago and completely devastated the entire New Madrid region. I'm unsure of the survivor count, but I don't know of any. The way we find out about this is a combination of people coming into New Madrid and finding a town that had nothing but church steeples and poles sticking up out of the ground. And then somebody just popped in and left. Did you put anything in the private chat? No. All right. Well, okay. I don't know who that was. But it was so devastating that the area didn't reach a normal population level again for like 25 years after. And to this day, there are certain areas that are completely supposedly beyond flood damage that are not built in because it's a flood area, or at least it used to be. What's up? What's truth? What's happening, brother? So there's a lot of people out there. We're going to figure out where they live. Did you see the question coming in, or did you miss it?
I missed it.
Okay. So the question is, lizard people? And where are they? Got to have a topic to start the conversation. Hey, we got somebody else in here. There she is.
I'm pretty sure George Bush.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, girl.
That snuck right up on her.
Now we're really screwed.
Do you actually know them personally? What's truth? Because I'd like to know who to avoid. No, I kind of got a theory on this whole lizard people thing, and I'm not sure anybody's going to like it.
No.
It's not a good one. Doesn't really hold a lot of water, but it's interesting to listen to. All right, so I got tripping on mushrooms one night, and I came up with this one. All right, so you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning, you're not sick, you don't really have bad allergies, but you're all snotty as hell and you don't know why? All right, so here it goes. Hyperspace is real. That's where all the snot comes from, right? So when you wake up all stuffy and sick and you're not really sick, you get over it almost immediately, but you're blowing snot all out your geezer. That's because the aliens have come to visit and they've got to use hyperspace a lot. Aliens are in contact with the lizard people who are in charge of everything. So, bam, there's your hyperspace snot alien theory attached to the lizard.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did start with that. I led with that. I didn't bury it.
Totally.
Fair warning. I mean,
Look, here's my opinion.
I think it's a good plan. Good as any.
I believe in the idea of that, of lizard people or some kind of like, but there is no fucking
big
way
old butt you got there, buddy.
there's no way that you can fucking convince me that Mark Zuckerberg he's not human, dude.
If there's a lizard person, he's it.
That guy is not a fucking human being.
Yeah, I've got another theory about Mark Zuckerberg. I don't believe he's a lizard person. I think he is an AI designed by lizard people.
He moves like an android.
Right? Well, they're not human, so they wouldn't quite get it right.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the perfect example, man.
Bill Gates.
Have you
seen
Metaverse?
Have you ever seen Alien or Aliens, the movie?
Yes.
The fucking synthetics in those movies.
Yes.
That's Mark Zuckerberg, dude.
Except Zuckerberg can't get his eyebrows right.
His eyes, like the dude is like weird. It looks like he's glitching. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I had to testify in front of Congress, I'd probably be twitching a little bit too.
No, I mean, like, I remember that video in particular where he was testifying in front of Congress. Like, I think it's the same one you're talking about. And
he,
like
he doesn't even know how to drink water.
Dude, he took a drink of water and it was like this. It was like glass.
What's away from a snake tongue?
I was just like, this guy's not human. There's no way.
Okay. Well, if he's either a lizard all right, so he's not human, and you think he's an android?
I think he's a replicant like Blade Runner.
Oh, okay. So we've gone beyond. Now we're at like what? Engrammed clones, something
Possibly.
like that, or we talking like imprinted training? Did they just snatch him out of an orphanage somewhere and just?
No, I think that he was manufactured like a Toyota truck, or like a Terminator, maybe.
Oh my dear God! That means there's more of them.
Oh, there's probably a whole production line.
Hold on, more than a
Zuckerberg.
dozen. No. The NPC. We're talking base model NPC here. We've discovered the root to all problems.
Mark Zuckerberg's a fucking Tesla car.
Is Elon Musk like the alpha version of it? They got it right. Like they got it wrong with Steve Jobs and Zuckerberg and all kinds of other. Howard Hughes was a really early bad prototype.
I also saw a video of Zuckerberg where he was trying to like grill some meat in his backyard, and he was like videotaping himself. And
Failing.
Jesus Christ!
How do you fuck up burning meat, man? I don't understand.
He was all about his barbecue sauce.
Oh, hey, OPD is your. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Princess OPD. She's actually a fan of the channel. She likes the place. You won't believe it when you see her. I'm thinking maybe she doesn't want to actually be on panel, but she just wants to flick me off from the background. Is that cool? Yeah?
Probably.
I generally assume that the birds are an assumption of yes. It's like silence and consent. Just give me a nod or something. You want up on panel? No? Yes? No. Hey, Wandering Hippie, what's happening, baby? What's shaking with you? There's a link over here.
Because he used to wander. He wanders round and round and round and round.
Hey, darling. Good to see you. All right.
Was happy.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Ooh, just errored. Oh, wow. That's neat. Hold on. What just happened?
Did she flip you off and then dip?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's Princess. Like I said, she's actually a fan of this show. I brought her back in afterwards. Hey, John. Welcome to the show, brother. That's John Eagle. He does excellent, like these sort of news videos where
Sorry, I had technical difficulties before.
That's fine.
Always.
We prefer technical difficulties here.
My connection might not be good enough to be up here, but I just wanted to make sure you guys had all the animal noises you needed. If you ever need an animal noise, I'm here. Meow.
All right.
Do an African swallow.
Don't forget the moo. I don't know. What was the request? I'm sorry.
African swallow. Laden.
I don't do birds because, a fun fact, I cannot whistle for the life of me.
Okay.
And I was a flautist and an oboist. Oh, anyway.
Can you do?
Sorry, so I can't do birds.
Can you do an aggressive three-toed sloth?
Oh, wow.
We need a bird expert up here.
For you to ask somebody if they can do it, you better be able to do it.
I can't
Hey,
do
give me
this.
news. Welcome to the show, brother. Good to see you.
Sample it on a keyboard.
I'm not. I totally.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Work Lion. This is the place to have this.
I'm
Check,
legit.
right.
I know it sounds like I'm making an excuse, but I'm not. Caucasian Sasquatch can probably back me up that my connection shit.
It's trash.
So
it really is.
Always
I think it's
trash.
pasta based.
Requests were. So I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself, and then I can hear the requests, and then I'll do the requests.
All right.
All right.
Wait a minute. She does animal noises with her mouth and does it on point.
Welcome to the cool side of the pillow.
The cool side.
All right, done. I'll quit now. You can have my channel. I'm out. Deuces. Oh no. Yeah, no, it's trash. You were skipping the whole time you were up here backstage. Like she kind of looked like OPD when she came up. Our Okie Homestead. What's up, brother? How are you doing today? Good to see you. The Wandering Hippie, you want to handle some mod stuff, or are you going to run away and hide? That's also.
Oh, you need mod stuff done?
Yeah, he's the only one in there at the moment.
I'm in there, Hope.
Hey, okay.
Wandering Hippie.
So here's my next question. So if we've decided that there are both AIs, or rather simulants, is that what you call them? Simulants? That there are both synthetics.
Synthetics, yeah.
Synthetics.
Androids.
Synthetic people and lizard people. Where are they at?
Like manufactured?
They're in David Allen's basement.
Where are they currently hanging out? Like,
they're in a warehouse in Ukraine, dude.
No, man. I figured those lizard people would be hanging around in a swamp somewhere, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on what kind of lizard people they are. I mean, they might have like actual lungs like us, or they could have gills. You never know. I mean,
no.
Maybe they're
I'm pretty sure these are air breathers, because I can show you some.
Air breathers. I'm sorry, dude.
As you can see, the lizard people.
I might be too high for this combo, man.
I'm pretty sure you're showing a few of them on your screen right there.
I found them.
Oh, there's the queen right there. Look, she just took off her reptilian face skin. Look at that. God, I hate that woman, dude. God, I don't want to see her, man.
No.
Oh, God.
Right, DC does happen to be a swamp, doesn't it? It's almost as if you might find the lizard people in points of power. Weird.
Every time I see her, I get angry, dude. I don't know why. I'm serious. I get mad, bro.
What?
Every time he sees Nancy Pelosi, he catches a palpitation.
There's three things that can trigger me. There's three things that can trigger me on sight or sound. One of them is Nancy Pelosi. The second one is Journey. I fucking hate Journey. I cannot stand to listen to Journey. I will break the fucking radio. And the third is tuna fish. Nancy Pelosi, tuna fish, and fucking Journey, dude. No.
Tuna fish triggers you?
I don't know what happens. Like, I don't get it. I get physically angry whenever I see any of those three things. I don't get it.
We got Jet 001 in the building. This man does like a blog type thing where he talks into the camera and has some like things to say about it. I don't really want to blow his cover as to what he's talking about. It's just stuff and things. I mean, go check out Jet. He's a pretty cool dude.
Oh, I stopped believing a long time ago, Okie.
We got Snark and Sass in the building. There's a link over there if you want to hop in, girl.
Tuna fish is the devil's vomit.
Cool. I done put Hippie to work, man. I am a YouTube god. Look at me. I'm the fucking man.
Oh, we gotta squash his head now. It's getting up there.
I'm never gonna live that one down. Hippie ain't never gonna live that one down either. Tuna fish is good. I really like it.
I love tuna fish.
One of the best tuna I ever had.
Fucking good.
The best tuna I ever had was the time I didn't eat it at all.
My pops went deep sea fishing while we was down in Savannah. He spent like 3 days out on some boat. Came back with a tuna fish that barely big enough to keep, right? So it was like 4 foot long or some shit. I don't know what the limit is. Whatever it was, it had been properly dressed and cleaned and all that shit. I cut me a steak out of the size of that tuna. Ooh, son, I ate me a pound and a half of that stuff, barked up on the grill real black. Real good, man. That shit was fucking awesome. It's not like the shit in the can. That's not it.
That's the
Tuna
shit I
steak
don't
is
like.
a whole nother ball game, dude.
That's mostly shark anyway.
Dolphin.
What, tuna in the can?
It's mostly dolphin and walrus.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. Kind of like potted meat. They get whatever is left over and mix it all up and put it in a can.
Oh, I'm glad I did this. I was bored. I'm not bored anymore.
Okay. Who just said potted meat?
What?
This crack the weird like.
Let me tell you a
glass-
story about potted meat.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I grew up in North Carolina. Everybody eats pimento cheese sandwiches and potted meat sandwiches like it's going out of style.
Right?
So I remember one day I got packed a potted meat lunch in my thing, potted meat sandwich, whatever.
Ew.
So like the sandwich went bad.
It was
I don't know
bad
what
to
happened,
begin
but
with.
the potted meat went bad or something. I'm sitting there eating the sandwich at lunch. Long story short, I vomited potted meat all over my whole table in front of like 100 people.
Ew.
And
Oh
when,
no, Jet. I'm not crazy.
and when
I'm
he said
just
potted
well
meat right
planned.
now, he kind of just took me back to a place,
Yummy.
a dark
I do
place.
apologize. I have that effect on people.
This guy
Yummy?
was crazy. Yeah, a little bit.
Tuna in water in a can is nasty. No way. It is shark. Okay. Mahi mahi is one of the various types of tuna, I believe, or something
Yes.
similar. Similar enough that you can't. I can't taste it. I'm pretty sure that when you cook mahi mahi, you're supposed to cook it done, but you can do tuna rare. Like when it's a steak, like a chunk of fish, not like canned bullshit.
Is it mahi like salmon?
I'm not 100% what a mahi mahi is. I know that it doesn't
Find
cook
out.
like tuna, but once you cook it like tuna, it kind of tastes like.
Okay,
Oh,
fish. Okay, what does it say? Let me see. Oh,
Uh,
fuck. It's dolphin.
all right. That's awesome.
Wait,
I always wanted to eat a dolphin.
no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No, it's dolphin
Hey.
fish.
Still got to eat a dolphin.
It's either called a Dorado. Oh, it is a dolphin.
Right. No,
Yeah, you're eating a dolphin, bro.
no, it's
So
not a
is
dolphin.
it or is it not dolphin?
It is not a dolphin. It is a
Okay.
type of fish referred to as a dolphin. DOLPH.
Okay, Google's definition of this is confusing as hell.
There's a
Are you
fish.
one of
called a dolphin.
them?
Hold up. There's a fish called a dolphin. It is a mahi mahi. There is a mammal called a dolphin. It swims around in the ocean with the fish called a dolphin. Two different things.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. One word. Two different things.
Well, it's a big ass fish either way.
It is a big ass fish. That is true. And it's pretty tasty if it's cooked right, but you don't want to cook it like tuna. That's for sure.
See, like, I'll eat salmon, like that's okay, but like this tuna fish, like it's tuna fish in the can that gets me, dude.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
It's like cat food.
My daughter can't stand mackerel. Like if it's in a can, she hates it. You can cook a mackerel on a grill, she'll eat it, no problem.
What is the purpose of eating dolphin? Eating dolphin's the purpose of eating dolphin, I guess.
What is the porpoise of eating a dolphin?
Oh, that flew over my head. Good
I
one.
love
Good one. Good one.
What's up, Dennis and X? What's happening?
That was a good one. You got me.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, Hippie ran off after I told him I had him in here working. He ran away. He's like, "Oh wait, he did get me working. How'd that happen?" Run off. Like Belma's feet, like. Right. What's Dennis and X got going on nowadays?
A lot. He's in a No, he's not into nothing.
Lies.
Nothing.
Nothing at
I know
all.
nothing.
Nothing at
Ask
all.
him. Come up here, Dennis.
Oh, he may not want to come up here. I'm looking at faces tonight.
He don't show his face, mother trucker.
Oh, well, then there you go. Right there. That's quick.
Well, then there you go.
Damn, you're about to
Here, after I've actually met the guy and we get a chance to talk and I can recognize his voice, I'll let him know.
I can
What's up, I
recognize
rap on point. Click that link, my boy.
Oh
Click
shit,
that link.
Rap's in here. What's up, dude?
I rap on point.
Yo, what's up, man?
I've
You
been
didn't
watching
do
a lot of
nothing,
those streams.
sir.
Yeah, Rap's legit, dude.
Yeah, he's got some real funny shorts out there. Just ain't giving no love from YouTube.
Who?
He's got some
I
good
rap
gaming
on point.
stuff too.
He's got some shorts where he does a TikTok kind of take on something, but it's just different enough that it kind of works for YouTube. But that's interesting.
Yo, Rap did this
He's
one
there,
short.
but I didn't see you. I saw something for a second, but I didn't realize it was you.
What are you talking
Fucking
And Dennis and X is backstage.
Rap, that short you did the other day. That shit was awesome. Rap did a short where like he was asking like his mom where babies came from, but he was playing the mom and himself.
If I can see your face, you can come up, brother.
Funny, dude.
You ain't got a face
He's
reveal to
being,
everybody in here. But until I get a chance to actually meet you, talk to you, and recognize your voice so that I can bring you up with an overlay and hear your voice and be like, yeah, that's you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be an ass pumpkin or an ass hat, but we ain't prawn diving tonight. That shit ain't happening. It ain't even. I love each and every one of these guys up here on this panel. Hopefully they love me too. I'm sure it's him, but how can I can't do it, hippie. You know, that was the rule when I started. It's the way it works. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. Y'all know how this works. This is not even an argument or even an extended conversation. There is 2 people that I have hosted whose eyeballs I did not lay my eyeballs on. 2. Grim
You want a
Reaper.
cookie or what?
2 cookies for each of them motherfuckers. 1 piece. The other one was Hammerson Peters. So I mean,
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
give me another 30 minutes to finish out this panel. We'll talk backstage. I'll bring you up anytime after that. I just have to hear your voice to know who you are.
It proves nothing.
What does? I don't have to prove anything. I don't understand. I'm missing the. That is true. You could do that. You could. Rules are dumb and meant to be broken.
What the fuck was that?
That was the ghost that is inhabiting your house, and now he's inhabiting your head.
Holy shit, dude!
Nice.
Tell me something, Jake.
I think my cats are in their.
What was you doing at your last show? Where was it at?
What do you mean? Internet show or live?
No, when you played on stage, live show.
The last one was in Greenville, North Carolina. I was playing at a place called Nash. There's about 80 people there. It's a pretty fun show.
That's cool.
What kind of stuff do you play?
Everything.
Really?
Literally. And figuratively.
Kind of like my dad. My dad's kind of like a jack of all trades when it comes to that stuff too.
So
That's cool. I play probably 15 instruments.
With it.
And what I do live, what I do professionally is a guitar player, but I play everything. I sub for other guys, like a freelance. I'll go play with other bands because I have a unique ability to jump right in and play without practicing. So they hire me and I'll go do a show and play drums or piano or whatever.
Oh, you got
yeah, no, Jake has got some skills when it comes to sound, man. He can play anything.
Pitch, but if I can hear a note, I know all the other notes in relation to it. If that makes any sense.
No, I'm pretty sure you can read music like a champ.
Can't read a lick of music.
No shit.
No. You don't understand. this man grew up in a shed in the fucking woods, had nothing but a guitar and an endless supply of different instruments through the various churches his peoples made him go to. So whereas my side of the family picks up mechanical genius and the ability to put things together, his side of the family picked up musical genius and the ability to just completely play anything.
That's fucking cool, man.
Anything.
Pretty much.
I can't read music either.
And I used to be a singer too, but I lost my voice, so now I'm no longer a singer.
I sing, but it's not the kind of singing that people usually like.
I think you just need to choose the right songs. I don't think you're choosing the right songs. If you went to singing like Wolfman Jack, it would be a whole nother ballgame. You'd have a brand new career.
Well, my vocal style is more like Cannibal Corpse or like Pantera, dude. So I mean,
Scream.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
That's exactly how I started, Jet. I started on the bass.
Yep. I could never. I have nerve damage in my left hand, and I spent 2 years trying my best to learn to play the guitar, and my hand just would not keep up. It was just slow, dumb, silly, and couldn't feel the strings.
You got to start pretty early.
Yeah, no, I was late, but I also this hand is almost completely numb because of that.
Is there's a certain window of time where your muscles are flexible and you can build speed, and after that window closes, there's nothing you can do. You cannot play that fast after that period of time. There's just your muscles are too old.
Yeah, I could never do it. I just couldn't, and I tried real hard. I played till my fingers bled.
Right.
Me too. I was like, it ain't to be, I guess.
I would suggest when people start playing music, this is my suggestion. People are free to do whatever they want. I mean, that's the thing about music. It's like the freedom to make whatever you want. So like, whenever people are just starting out playing music and they want to play a stringed instrument, I always point them towards the bass first, because in my experience,
thank you, hippie,
bass strings are gnarly, man. Like they're rough, so like that's what's going to build the calluses on your fingers real quick. I mean, I know a lot of people that play bass with finger and pick both, and
but not when it comes to a bass is a bit more basic. The rhythm of a bass isn't nearly as up tempo as the rhythm of a guitar, like a rhythm guitar. When you're doing this number, trying to keep up with what's going on over here on a bass, you're basically just bump, 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 bump. Not saying you can't break one off. I'm just saying for the most part, a bass line is fairly standard.
You can definitely like tremolo picking, all that stuff. You can definitely do that on a bass. Definitely. Like Cliff Burton was like a god bassist, dude. I mean,
I appreciate it, Wondering Hippie. Thank you.
He's probably one of my favorite bassists. Like either him or Victor Wooten, man. Victor Wooten's amazing.
Go play some music, hippie, or hop up here and identify Denizen, and then I'll freaking kick you out. And
I'm probably too
I
old
could
to
identify him.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Hold on, ATL. Let me get this done so that everybody can stop crying about their friend. Hey, Denizen, how you doing?
Oi, oi.
That's him.
All right, brother.
ATL.
Hello.
I will be hovering right over your picture just in case.
How's your eyes doing from the other day?
They still swole up. Look at him. Look like he just hit him with a big old fat Boo Betty blunt.
Then you're right.
No, I'm doing good. I thought when you get older, you had to go to a lighter string on a guitar.
You don't have to
play
but
the same kind of speed.
I use heavy gauge strings because I dropped down to like B and A and shit. So,
Hey, AJ, you want to go start our own stream somewhere where we can speak a language they don't understand?
Sure.
Because I don't get none of this.
All right, you know what? Hold on. I'll give you a quick guitar lesson. The lower you go is basically the lowest you go on your tone.
That's what she said.
No bad.
All right, my guitar clinic's over.
I started the instrument early, real good. I got my son started on the piano when he was 5. Just when he turned 5, I started him off on that piano. I knew how to get him started before he started school, you know?
Yeah, that's a good age.
Yeah. Because then later on, they're not trying to play it. They know how to play it. They just have to, it's a different game.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how crazy technology's getting. That's a synthesizer.
Cool.
That's a full-fledged polysynth.
Oh yeah, no, Jake would love to come and play in your little room right there with all the pretty lights. He'd have him a big old time, let me tell
Oh,
you.
my bleep bloops and my
Hey
bling
Bo
bling.
Omega, welcome to the show, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, American Justice. You're an absolute mod god.
No, I am not. I'm the slowest mod you'll ever have, but that's okay.
I don't know. He was pretty slow.
I
He did
gotta
a good
tell you
job though for his first try.
I gotta tell you, AJ.
What?
Seems like every time I see you, your hair is a different color, man.
Yeah, her hair color is like her thing. That's her.
I respect the dedication to that. Though.
Thank
That
you.
shit is not cheap.
No.
It's not cheap, dude. I already know how much it is. It's fucking pretty expensive. It's ridiculous.
Because we've seen red, we've seen purple.
I've seen red, dude. She's covered the whole spectrum, dude. The whole
Green,
wheel.
blue, everything. Yeah, pretty much.
Green, blue.
I gotta do yellow.
I think the only color I've never seen on you is your natural hair color.
It's dirty blonde.
I cut all my hair off. My hair's in a trash can somewhere.
That's why mine's short. I rage cut it. It used to be down to my ass.
Mine was about here, I guess.
Yeah, by the time I cut mine, it's going to be down to your ass too. But I'm in Georgia and you're in Texas.
Actually, you know what? Your hair was about the same length as mine. It was pretty.
My hair is way longer than it looks. It's got
for real?
full body like Fabio, right?
Fabio.
Powerful. Takes over small countries when I pass nearby.
Fabio wishes he had my hair.
You're welcome.
They got shit on my hair.
And I'd have ducked that bird too.
You want to do what to my bird?
This guy in the bottom left, the total bottom left, is that Tim Robbins? In his picture?
On the
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, is that Shawshank Redemption? I was like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's totally him leaning over. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption. That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
Who are all these people in the chat room I've never seen before?
They're all here for me, baby.
We got the Crisco DJ in here, the slickest DJ in the dance floor. Let me tell you. Sorry, I don't know that person. I was just trying to be cool. I'm sorry.
Oh, speaking of which, your song that I made for you, that remix, I just need to run over the mastering and it's done. That's it.
Well, I can't wait, baby.
And then you can work on mine.
What do you got?
Whatever you want to put together.
It's gonna be porno music.
Actually, she had one done by Jake.
I know.
Work that out to a remix. I don't know.
Him and I is gonna work on that one.
Very well then. To quote the Dread Pirate Roberts, "As you wish."
Hey, y'all can't hear my kid in there screaming, right?
Yes, and we are in process of calling CPS. No, sir, I can't hear it at all. I swear to God, can't hear it.
I hear something in the background.
That's my kid hollering.
Yeah, you ought to hear
Man,
mine.
it's
She's 17. She's got a set of pipes, dude.
Casey. He's like Dio Jr.
I say that about my dick.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
shit.
When did your kids start back talking you? At what age?
7.
When they
7?
start talking.
Well,
No, start talking back.
She does
Talking
start
back.
doing it actually.
Mine was 13 before she got up a set of nuts of her own and decided to do something other than what she was told.
uh-oh.
Now, she did have an extremely independent streak through most of her childhood, where like this kid would wake up at 4 in the morning, go out and start playing in the sandbox by herself. No fear, absolutely fearless, right? And that's not necessarily cool. They had to put top locks in on all the doors because yeah, they locked the door. She learned how to unlock it. Okay, so they locked the door with a key, and she learned how to go find the key and unlock the door, go outside, and go play with the locks.
Jesus.
Independent. She'd get up in the middle of the night, go into the kitchen, and build a fort against the refrigerator so she could get on top of it and get to the cereal boxes and the cookies. Pig out. Let me tell you, she'd take out a cookie and stack it on her lap, and then hand one of her brothers or sister a cookie, and then set another one on her lap, then hand out another cookie. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you.
Gonna be a mechanical engineer then, huh?
I don't know. She accomplishes what she attempts. That's all I can really explain. I don't know how she knows what to do, but she do. Monkey see, monkey do. Right? But ain't that how we all learn?
I don't know. I think I was born with my knowledge. I don't know.
Okay.
Were you born at like 40?
I'm gonna guess that guitar. Let me see.
Are kids like today? Are they like? I don't want to say not as smart, but they.
Yes,
Well, according to the fluoride studies,
common sense is out the door.
According to the fluoride studies, they are less intelligent by 3 points.
What's like
on average?
I just feel like there's something there. Because I'm trying to think when I was 9 years old, I pretty much knew how to do everything I know how to do now.
What?
I'm pretty sure at the age of 3, you had not quite mastered the art of sexual activity or cunnilingus. I'm going to call you on this one, ATL, but it's out of love, not hate, okay?
I didn't even learn to play the guitar until I was 13.
I'm just saying.
Some things you want to forget, you know?
Maybe 6, all right? I'll give that one to you.
Some things you want to forget. What kind of pussy were you eating?
I'm not proud of it.
All right, so this has been an Y'all have a lovely evening. We're going to finish the rest of this conversation because it just went way off the rails. Oh, we got 10 minutes, 15 minutes left. Anybody got anything below the radar we can talk about? I'm sorry, that was my fault. I take all the blame. All right. Nobody has anything for things they want to pitch?
Are you aware that there's a riot at the Austin airport?
Fantastic. That's just
What-
where I
what?
want to be riding.
Are you aware that there's a fucking riot going on at the Austin airport?
No,
right now?
really?
Hold on, let me see.
For what?
What's it about?
It's about to get real peaceful all around the United States right now because of that
Some of
SCOTUS
Yeah,
decision.
I don't want to say what it's about because I don't want to mess up his shit. But you pretty much all know what it is.
What, the Roan Wade shit?
Yes.
Yeah, you could talk about that. That's not the jibby jabby.
I'm gonna do it out
You
of
know what?
respect, you know,
Shut your
like-
mouth. You're a visitor over here, okay?
Wow.
Let me triggered motherfuckers in my goddamn panel. What's wrong with you? That's my job. Let me trigger the motherfucker.
I was in a chat room earlier today, and there was a couple of people just going at it. I try to ask them questions, and they just kept on going in like 20 different directions. I don't know. It's hard to
What
talk to
questions
some
could
people.
you possibly have?
Me? I don't know. I can't remember.
Couldn't have been that important.
But someone was talking about, well, God doesn't want something. I asked, like, do you believe in God? And then they're like, no, I don't believe in God. It's like, well, how can you have a discussion where you're referencing God and you don't believe in him? Why? How can you reference something that you don't believe? How can I have a serious conversation with you? It's a weird thing.
I don't believe in Spider-Man, but I can still talk about the comic.
Well, yeah, and in that context, but they're talking about it in a different context. They're talking about like God is a factual matter, but at the same time, I don't believe in him. Where if you talk about Spider-Man, we both know it's fictitious, but you can still talk about it.
Are. Check this out.
It's two different ways.
I found all my mods. I know where they're at.
Where?
They're all in Banana Anna's chat.
Oh yeah.
All 12 of them.
Banana Anna?
Banana Anna, yeah.
Banana Rana?
You delivering food?
I think
She's
she just
been cop watching lately.
How did you find them?
Because he goes looks at
I'm
different
subscribed
rooms.
to Banana Anna.
Oh
and
yeah,
half of his mods are part of the family, so I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's sort of one group. I caught an invitation on Discord the other day. Showed up, and like 10 of my mods are in the same chat. I thought I'd fucked up. I thought I'd gotten been called into the tribunal for the ruling. I was like, oh no, what are y'all doing here? Hi, how you doing? They wanted to ask something about Snark and Sass, whether or not I thought she could handle herself over there where she's been playing. I'm like, Snark be fine. She was born under a bridge. She's good.
She knows her music.
Oh yeah, no, Snark is not dumb. Do not mistake that accent. Do not make the error of assuming she is dumb. That is an error.
Well, she pulled out some classical references I was throwing out there once. And I was really surprised.
Maybe not exactly school educated, but well educated. Ow.
There's a difference between being smart and being book smart.
Very true.
There's a whole lot of people that can memorize things. That don't make them smart.
Yeah, but if you can memorize them, you can think about it for a while, you know? You don't
Thinking
need to
about
read
it
it in a book. Well, I didn't hear you, that last thing.
I said thinking about it, that's what makes you smart, being able to think. Just knowing a response to a particular question doesn't mean that you understand the response.
Exactly. I'm the
there.
Lord Poobah of being able to answer a question I know nothing about.
Right.
It's all because I read some shit somewhere about something one time.
Well, I know quite a few people that are not book smart at all, that if you talk to them, they sound dumb as a box of bricks, but they got the most wisdom, you know. It just depends on the life that they live and the things that they learn while they're there. But I never judge a book by a cover. You say that Snark don't sound smart, but I've spoken to her. She is.
Oh, I'm of the opinion that man-made beer and God-made pot, so which one should you trust? That's my answer for that one.
You sure about that?
Amen.
And as far as you can lead a kid to college, but you can't make him think, I'm of the opinion that leading a kid to college might stop them from thinking.
I think you're right.
I was just thinking about what's coming out of whole seed thing. Roses don't come from seeds, so should we not have them around us?
Some roses do. Tea roses do.
A tea rose.
I
was cutting my hedges, and I was cutting down some of my rose bushes. And I was thinking, the roses don't come from seeds. And I know it's written, all the
new roses.
What's that?
New roses do come from seeds. When you have a new type of like a star-spangled rose or a new type of those tiny tea roses, you know what I mean? Little miniature roses. When you have a new version of that, it has to be bred in the normal fashion. You basically cross-pollinate various types of extant miniature roses to breed a new type of miniature rose, new conditions from seeds. You plant 1.5 billion seeds, and you keep maybe, if you find a good one rose.
That's the one. All right.
It's similar to other selective breeding programs. but a lot more involved than, say, tulips.
That's what she said.
Tulips are for waka waka.
Waka waka
God,
waka.
I'm so old. Yes, I did just drop an Ozzy Bear reference from Muppet Babies. Screw every single one of y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I'm that old. Okay. All right. I'm okay with it. I hate it. Oh, is it my fault? I don't think it's my fault. All right, folks.
You're in the after dark, right?
No.
This wasn't a show. We were on Jake's stream over there and decided we wanted to talk to more people. So I launched a stream over here and linked everything and did the stuff and the thing. And now you're here. Hey.
I was in there for a minute, and then I had to go do something.
You came to my show?
Yeah, I was there.
He was the 8th like or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
I did. I hit the like button there.
Appreciate that.
I thought it might have been him, but he never typed anything.
Okay.
Well, that weird ghost light over there. I was like, where'd that come from?
What's that guy's ghosting, right? No, that's not ghosting. Is that trolling? Was I a troll?
What?
No.
That's lurking.
Oh, ATL. You need help.
I try my best. I do. I really
You
try
need
my
to come
best.
to AJ's corner once in a while.
We'll ring the bell. Y'all can come out swinging.
Oh, yeah.
Try my best to be like the normal people, but it's kind of tough sometimes.
It's real hard sometimes because I'm not the
But you
normal.
feel so, I mean, you seem so out of place. Just be you.
But that, no, I am.
Aphids eat roses. Birds eat aphids.
Birds and the bees
Out
and the
waste,
flowers and the trees.
waste eat roses. Yeah, no, he hasn't made it to Twitch. Yes, roses are edible. You wouldn't want to eat the leaves and the stems, but
The petals are.
the hips.
You can eat anything, whether it's good or not.
You can say that shit, but you try to get some chunks of lead down, see how that goes.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. A piece of granite.
Just because it ain't right.
Don't look like it's gonna go down real cozy, do we? Fish hooks, bad idea. Might not be able to.
Coconut's very similar too. If you try to eat a dry piece of coconut,
the fuck?
try to eat a dry piece of coconut.
I can. I'm allergic to it.
Oh, ATL, I love you. Big hug.
All right, brother. Y'all go roll one up, smoke one for our Okie homestead. I gotta go. Got a sub here. So who is it streaming the riot?
What?
There's a riot in Austin.
Yeah,
I
at
would
the
like to
airport.
see it.
He's not streaming it, but he's there. It says it's more of like it's like a not really a riot, but it's like there's people there bitching about the
Send
whole
him
thing.
the link to this stream, and I'll stream it while he films it. Link his channel to it. I'll link it in the live stream and in the fucking description.
Let me see if he'll stream it. Hold on. He's in my
Oh,
Discord.
yeah, he's gonna stream it. Great.
Oh, I found out he messaged me on
That could be a
Discord.
million views right there, buddy.
Hey, Phoenix, when are you leaving?
What is up, Joe Cool? My brother, he is in the house because this is one that can see. Wait, let me do that right. This is one that can see. I love that intro, dude. That's
Sup, JC?
awesome.
I heard my name somewhere.
Yeah, I said, when are you leaving?
San Antonio?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay. Well,
Not really
before you
long.
leave, you're never going to get out of here.
Well, here's the thing. I do.
Oh, there's another one right there. Bigfoot Anon. My man just released a movie on. Hey, Bigfoot.
Oh, what's up, Bigfoot?
Can we show that movie? Is that going to get me dosed off of YouTube? I bet it will.
I'll show you a
Go
big
check out Void Cat. It's on YouTube. You can go find it out there. It's about 18 minutes long. It's freaking great. And our boy Bigfoot Anon is one of the primary stars in there, and he does an excellent role of a zonked out Hippotroid zombie type person. Like, it's great. He just wastes the dude by shooting him in the back. It's fucking beautiful. Oh, I'm totally gonna go snatch some clips out of there. I got to.
Austin, the far left of Texas. Yep, Austin and Dallas and Houston.
It's almost like they planned it.
ATL.
Yes.
Why did the photo get arrested?
I don't know.
Wow.
Why?
It was framed.
Oh, you fucking ass.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it. I used to do it as a kid too. I couldn't help it. Also blowing ashtrays to this day. I'm a terrible person.
Is that sad that I didn't know that?
No.
I know it was a joke. I just ruined everything because that's what I do.
You ruined everything.
Everything.
He always messes.
I could ruin a sausage. It's already pretty bad.
I don't forgive you, by the way.
Okay. I'll make it up to you one day. If I manage to get my my little amigo rolling, I'm gonna go come and knock on everybody's door, take a picture with you, going, "Bam!"
All right, American Justice of Texas, you got something to say to me? You're gonna have to go ahead and say it.
What?
I'm fucking with her, man.
As he raised a strawberry shortcake.
I know that kind of just ruins it, doesn't it?
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, these things are awesome, though. These are good, dude.
Lost.
I was just gonna let it happen.
I was gonna let it keep going on, man.
There ain't no point in stopping everybody from being funny.
Especially when they start laughing.
What are you using to modulate your voice?
I got a V800 V8 sound card.
I got one
Look that
too.
up.
It's probably the worst piece of equipment I've ever actually owned, but it does have a couple of things that it does well. That voice
Is it
thing,
blue and black?
Black.
it's a little bitty thing over here. It's a little black thing.
Are the buttons blue?
No, they're red.
Like that? Like this?
Try to lift. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
okay. You got this one. Okay, I see it. Oh wow, $47, dude. That's not bad.
It's not, but it's kind of a piece of shit.
The ratings are good though.
No, it works. I have no direct complaints about the functionality of it. I'll have one. There was this one time after having it charging for about 4 months, it decided to go offline and didn't go back online until the battery died. But that was one time, and it took it 3 days to die. So, and it's worked fine like a champ ever since. I just unplug it at the end of every show.
Okay, you got a ribbon, huh? A ribbon mic?
I guess so.
Is
All right.
it
It says it's
gold?
a condenser mic. Let me see.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's
good
not
price,
terrible.
dude.
I just can't hear myself, and I can't adjust it. Okay, as far as Roe versus Wade is concerned, there are two aspects to that conversation that one must take into deep and close consideration. One is the individual liberties of an individual who chooses what to do with their own physical anatomy. The other is the fact that if I push a woman down the stairs and it turns out she was pregnant, I get charged with 2 murder raps. Why doesn't she? I'm just saying it should be fair all around. You want equality, accept equality. Stop asking for more. You can make your
There's a
own
third
decisions in
aspect,
your
too.
own state without having to involve the entire country into a particular way of thinking.
Yeah, that's the
hey,
other
wait,
aspect.
could be pinned.
There's
Hold up.
no right to it in the Constitution.
Yeah, I mean, you have a right to freedom, but that freedom doesn't give you the right to abbreviate someone else's life. That is
And
the
if
wrong.
Congress wanted to, they could pass an abortion law, so that it was
Let me get this right.
so that it could be codified federally.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you heard why they couldn't do it, right? When they tried, because they couldn't decide what a woman was. So it never moved forward. I was just watching the news today on that. They actually had something they wanted to push, but they couldn't do anything because they couldn't decide on the definition of woman.
It's not an easy one. How many people can I have up here with a string guard? Yeah, ain't it?
I think 12.
Something like that. I certainly should have room for one more.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Me and Alyssa were having this conversation earlier, and she's like staunchly against abortion.
You talk to your Alexa?
No, Alyssa, my wife. I don't even own an Alexa. Alexa, tell me where babies come from.
I'm so sorry, dude. I
No, you're good, dude. That was awesome.
I just misunderstood that whole conversation. Back up.
No, but I was talking to my wife earlier about it, and she's like staunchly against it. And the way I see it, I'm a man. I'm a male, dude. I'm never gonna know what it's like to carry a baby in my life.
Can't say that. What if tomorrow you decide you want to be a woman, and then you decide you can carry a baby, and that you will know? Doesn't that make that your truth?
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go into that rabbit hole, Sasquatch.
All right. We'll stay out of the rabbit holes. Let's move on along to something easier to talk about. How about them dogs? Or we could talk about religion.
Hey.
How about politics?
It's just tiring because all people do is talk in circles with
circles. Yeah, there's nowhere to go around those. That's why I brought those up.
Yeah, and then you start talking about one thing, and they start talking about another. It's like, what the hell? I thought we were over here, and they're over there. It's like, what the hell?
Well, all these people that are out there rioting right now and doing all this,
don't even know what the hell they're
all
rioting.
mad. They got the right to be mad. That's a great thing about America. You got the right to be angry and upset and protest. But a lot of these people are not understanding that the Supreme Court passed it off to the states to decide.
It gives you more freedom.
They're not taking that into account. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people are, but a lot of the ones that I'm seeing it's just blind rage. It's just blind rage, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand what the hell they're doing. They're just, you know what it is? It's a Friday night. It's warm out, and they need to do something. I think that's what a lot of that is.
I think COVID fucked up a lot of people too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You nailed it right there. There are a lot of very, very protected people who were heavily protected more during COVID, and now they're being exposed to the world like a nerd, like a chipped tooth and some ice.
Hell, I'm guilty of it. Like before COVID, I was social. Like I was going out like all the fucking time, and like now I'm just
self-destruction. Welcome to the show, brother.
Now I'm just like here. It's like now people. It's like I get anxiety and shit being around people now, dude. But like for people to have those extremist ideas in their head already, and then COVID happened, they're locked down for like a year straight or however long they want to be locked down. Because some people are doing it by choice now. I think it did something to them, dude.
Well, you know what? I think Satanism has become really popular.
I'm inclined to agree, dude.
I'm very honest about that. I think it's Satanism.
Well, I'm a religious person. I believe in God. Nowadays, if you bring that up, you get in trouble. You didn't know, not even that. Dude, I brought up religion one time on a stream. A buddy of mine, I got called a fucking racist for it. Help me make that make sense. Apparently, religion equates to racism now.
What is up, Mr. Self-Destruction? Blue Lives Matter, Bo Omega, Work Line. How are y'all doing today? Y'all good?
Yeah, like I'm never gonna have a baby. Blue Lives Matter. I'm never gonna know what it's like to carry a child. So therefore, I shouldn't even have an opinion. And that's what I told my wife earlier.
I kind of disagree. I believe that once you have come to the conclusion that you are pregnant and you know you're pregnant, it's actually a life, it's got a heartbeat, all of that stuff, it should be something of a discussion between the individual, her guardians or parents, or the people she respects, perhaps a priest, that should come down to the individual's question. I'm just saying it should be safe and rare, but safe. It should be possible, but not abused. Abortion is not a contraception. Abortion is the ending of a potential life, whereas a condom is a method of prevention of attaining that potential life. Both could be considered a sin, but one of them ends up with a body.
Well, overall, when it really comes down to it, the idea of abortion fucking disgusts me.
Oh, here we go.
You can take the abortion out of the equation altogether and just say,
Ladies and gentlemen,
life is
Joe Cole
important.
is about to enter the building, so everybody have your proper respect. Hey, cool, fuck you. What's up, brother?
That's good,
Hey,
gentlemen. Oh shit. This is great, man. I heard someone say, "Let's not go down that rabbit hole." Fuck that. I love rabbit holes.
Hey, rabbit
And I
holes
dig
are
where you are now. You guys were killing it. I left my headphones in a car. I walked all the way to the car, forgot my keys, had to come all the way back, go all the way back to the car and all that. So I got a chance to hear you cats, and you're doing well. And if you don't mind, I want to pick up right where you guys were just at. I think somebody was saying, woman's body's woman's choice. What's a man got to do? And Sasquatch, I think your take was different. I don't want to paraphrase it. You said it well yourself. All right. I want you to cast a chase logic with me for a short second, and you'll get my opinion. You'll pick it up immediately because you cats are smart. But if I'm a guy and I'm with my girl, and I mean, this shit has to be logical. I'm not interested in how motherfuckers' feelings and shit right about this abortion shit. We're gonna chase logic. If my girlfriend 9 months pregnant and we go to the hospital, she have a baby. Day one, I kill that baby. What happens to me?
You go to jail for murder.
For murder. Let's say day before, 9 months early, 9 months pregnant, day before the baby's born, I punch her in the baby intentionally. I don't want no fucking baby. I punch her in the stomach, kill the baby. What happens to me?
You go to jail for murder.
Go to jail.
As well
murder.
As some aggravated assault charges. Yes.
Even worse than that, if you're a doctor.
I'm saying
even
this
worse than that, if you're a doctor.
Go to jail for murder, but I got the other shit too. Murder too.
If you're a doctor and you harm a fetus, it's medical malpractice.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me finish. I'm almost there. We go back. We was looking up the late term abortion shit today. It was 5 months in past in some places. I 5 months pregnant. I kill that baby, and we're assuming it's legal in this state at late at that term, or you say 4 months pregnant. I hit that baby. I kill him. I go to jail for murder. I wake up in the morning. I don't want a baby. I punch her in the stomach. I go to jail for murder. She wakes up in the morning and say, I don't want a baby, and go to the fucking store and get it removed, killed. Right. How does that fucking how does that even make sense? And how the fuck is that shit legal?
Point, man.
Yeah,
you got a good point, dude.
Joe, you're a man. So you don't get to say fuck all.
Say so. Oh my god!
Hold on. Now there comes a point. There is one magical point in this mythical, unexistent, non-real, not actual child's life, where there was a moment where the child was alive and had a chance, and that was the moment that mother realized she was pregnant and decided what she would do about it was tell someone or go get an abortion or a morning after pill or whatever it is they're going to do. And that was the chance. When she tells the man, I'm pregnant, and then they have that conversation and they make the decision to go get an abortion, I don't think that's too much of an issue. It's still shady. I don't agree with it, but on a financial level, I can understand a couple not needing a child. It is not a good thing for them. It's not the right time. I can kind of understand that. I can grasp it.
Wait, help me. I'm glad that you think that way, because my next door neighbor is really rich and I'm really poor and I got a family to feed. So you can kind of understand if I murder him and take a little of his money, right? You can understand, right? I'm not financially off. I need the money.
Now, I'm talking about at the point when the mother realizes she is pregnant. We are still talking early in the pregnancy, and she has decided, the decision's already made, to let other people into this information.
What about my choice, though?
Okay, are you pregnant?
Say again.
Are you pregnant? If you get pregnant, you get to choose whether or not you tell anybody.
Oh, it's my baby too.
Well,
But
you
we
know,
don't
the,
have
the
the
stories
right.
that I hear from the old days, going back to like our grandparents and things, when you couldn't afford to have the child or anything else, you find someone that can, and you give them the baby.
Well, that's
Well,
great.
that's going
That's
back
great.
though.
No. Sounds fucking fine, fine and smart and all of that shit to me. And no one committed no murder. No one killed no one. No one has to justify
That's
murder.
brilliant. I like it.
Sounds
But you
brilliant,
forced a woman to
right?
gestate,
That
though.
one.
That's what
No,
that's
hold
what a
on.
pro-abortionist would tell you. You forced a
I have a
woman to
You
different story.
gestate.
forced.
I
Who
just
forced a
experienced.
woman to?
Hold on. A young lady that I know, she's 18, 19 years old. She got pregnant. Process of like going to get married. Something happened. Her and her man broke up. He runs off to Argentina or some freaking where.
Yeah.
She has difficulties during the pregnancy. She ends up in and out of the hospital constantly. She does everything she can to keep the baby.
Yeah.
To the point where she's on medical IV constantly and not walking around anymore.
Yeah.
She still has a month to go. If she keeps the baby, there's a good chance it might kill her. It's almost certainly going to die if born normally. Do we allow that baby to go to term to determine whether or not it has a chance to live?
We don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She wants to take the risk. Everyone else in her life is telling her not to. Where you reckon she's at right now?
I reckon this is one of them times, and I jump into the woman's side, and I think that shit is up to her. And I mean, even if she has a husband, I mean, he can give an ear, but it's her life on the line. She has to decide if this thing's gonna kill me. Do I want to give it a shot? I think the girl has an argument. I wouldn't argue that shit.
All of it. All I'm saying.
That's the only life comes. You take abortion out of the equation altogether and just say life comes first. So you know what? You got mother and child. If they're both healthy, everything fine. You can't have an abortion. But if the baby is going to threaten the mother's life, that is the only time where it's acceptable for something like that to happen.
Bird in the hand,
no matter what
bird
the
in the hand
situation.
beats. Right, bird in the hand beats two in the bush. This new bird may kill us both, and we know mom's alive already. I can see that argument. It's solid. But let's go back to the other one.
That's the Hebrew. That's the Jewish perspective right there on abortion. That's like, boom. That's it.
I'm curious. You said I'm curious. The woman gets to decide if she wants to get rid of the kid or not. I'm curious. So when it
takes place at the time she decides to mention it to other people, because she has the ability to go to her doctor and say, "Hey, this is going on," and they will keep the secret.
So So she doesn't talk to her husband, and she goes and gets rid of that kid.
That's the way that the husband doesn't get a choice. Once the husband knows, she has to live with the fact that he knows.
Right.
There are series of decisions that are taken out of her hand that have nothing to do with whether or not she kept the kid. It's that he knows.
If it's fair for her to get up in the morning and he and her have a kid together, and she decides, I don't want to deal with it, and she goes rid of it, aborts it. Is it okay for me later on down the line to say, hey, I don't think I want a kid. I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna murder him or anything. I'm just gonna walk away. Is that okay?
I don't think so, because I have a child out of wedlock, and I have been in that child's life since day one, and I adopted that woman's other children as well. Okay, I raised all three babies, and only one of them are mine, and it has nothing to do with what's right or what's expected. It has to do with what's right. Those children didn't choose to be here or in this situation.
Let's understand this too. At least this is my belief. Tell me if you disagree. That kid is his own person. The same way you're your own person. You do not belong to any fucking one. You are. No one gets to murder you. You are your own. You came through your mom, but you're your own person. You know,
Agreed.
we agree with that shit. All right.
Yes.
So when mom is choosing to get rid of that baby, guess who she's getting rid of? Me, my own person. I'm my own person. You niggas lay uninformed me. Made a person. Now, now what do you fucking do? I don't think it's your fucking decision, either one of y'all's anymore, unless the mom dying or some crazy circumstance like that. That's my belief on it.
Metaphorically, yes. That is to say, not metaphorically, but in reality, you are correct. However, the decision actually in the mother's hands. When she starts deciding who to tell and what to do about it, even not making a decision results in a decision.
I
She has to
disagree.
make a decision in some direction or another.
Decision is in her hands the same way it's in my hands. If you're telling me before she tells someone she gets to kill a kid, then it's only fair that the dad, when I see she has a baby bump, I get to kill that kid.
I'm saying that's the only chance she has to do it without a murder rap. Once she admits there's a child and it's an actual thing that exists that she has to deal with in her life, then it's a person that you have to deal with in your life. But if you realize the day or two after you realize you're pregnant, you make an appointment, you go to the doctor, look at you, say this is probably not a good idea. Doctor deals with it the way it's supposed to. That's a slightly different consideration because
I'm probably not understanding why it's a different consideration. I don't think I'm understanding why it's different.
Why is it the only woman, self-proclaimed woman in this chat is not talking about the subject?
Because she feels like she'd be booed out of the room.
I was wondering that too.
No, all right, you got the floor. You got the floor, babe.
Is she there?
She's probably in another chat. But I'm just saying that regardless of how people feel and what people think, no one gets a decision until after the mother knows she's pregnant and can make a decision on what she's going to do about it at that point.
I don't wait. I want to make sure I understand you. Because I'm not sure where things differentiate. What changes at the moment she tells someone else? Apparently, you're saying something changed. It became murder when she opened her mouth. Before she opened her mouth, was it murder?
Professional. If she tells her husband, "I'm pregnant," and I don't know if I want to keep it, that is a whole different ball game from "Oh shit, I'm pregnant and I can't have this."
All right, but the murder thing has nothing to do with it, right? If I murdered my baby on June 15th, if I tell my husband or not, I've done the same act. Telling my husband can't change whether it's murder or not, right?
However, in the circumstance where, say, the woman has no idea who the husband is, but tells her, or rather who the father is, but tells her pimp, that would also land it as murder. The only way in my mind that it could not be murder is if it was not divulged to anyone else. She took it upon herself to do it and live with the consequences herself. Having to kill a child.
No longer murder? Are you telling me it's not murder because she didn't tell anyone?
I think that her making the decision to keep that secret to herself is her own form of personal hell, and she'll have to live with it herself.
You refuse to answer my fucking question, apparently. I asked you, is it murder when she does it and doesn't tell anyone? You're flip-flopping on this shit.
No, I'm trying
when I tell the husband, you're clear it's murder. When she doesn't tell her husband, is it murder? Not does she have a hell to deal with? Is it fucked up?
It's fucking murder whether she tells him or not. How about that?
All right. You have to have a point at which you decide that it is a bona fide, verifiable existence. It can be 3 months. You can put an arbitrary date on it. You can put a legal distinction to it or however you want to.
So the distinction is when she opens her mouth, suddenly the baby exists. Before that, it did not exist. That logic won't hold either.
It becomes intent.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, honey, I have a kid. What do we want to do about it? And they decide to abort it. Then that becomes a 3-part conversation that involves the intent of the husband as well as the intent of the wife.
We can agree with all of that, but you're not talking about murder no more. You keep diverting, is my point.
All right. It's because it's not a specific point. If there was a legal distinction specifically that I could point at, I could say there it
I
is. Right there.
disagree. The law don't determine shit. Not among us, it don't. The law don't determine if I'm a criminal or not. The law don't determine shit. I'm asking you. I want to know what you think, what your mama taught you, what your grandmama taught you, what you feel. Well, you just try to go out and say the law didn't tell me when life begins. Fuck the law.
A distinction, I could point at that and say, if this was a thing, we could have this as a basis. However, you have to decide at your decision where life begins, and I have to decide at mine.
There is some truth in that.
If you're never told there's a baby, you have no culpability in its existence. None.
But that's a given. That's a given. Yeah. If you didn't tell a guy down the street you were pregnant and he helped you kill it, you have no culpability. That's a given.
Okay, exactly. So she's the only person who might be culpable, and only her doctor could actually testify her against her.
But
it's a medical condition.
So all you're talking about is whether she can go to jail or not. You're not talking about whether it's murder. You're talking about whether she can go to jail or not.
Of a life. It's technically homicide, death by a man.
That's what you're talking about. All right. All right. Now we're here. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, right. We're coming at it from slightly different points of reference, not different.
I wanted to get you. I knew you were saying something different. You're saying she can now get caught up for murder, not whether it's murder or not. You're hanging on whether she goes to jail for it.
Right. But
to me, murder has nothing to do with fucking jail or court system.
Yeah, I mean,
any of that.
Is it a convictable crime, or or
that's a different conversation.
Yeah, exactly. You came in asking about Roe versus Wade, and it ended up being a personal discussion on where I defined the point of life. Now, I don't have a problem with saying we were having a legal discussion to start with, turn to a personal discussion that is now back into sort of a legal valley.
No. You took it to that legal valley. I didn't want to take it there. Alleyway, whatever you called it. I'm not even interested in legalities. I'm content to ask you your own opinion. When is it murder? When is it not murder?
All of that is homicide. That is the death of a life by an individual's hand.
All right. At least that's logical.
Of an individual, correct?
A murder is the intention of getting rid of an individual. Yeah.
All right. It is the removal of life of an individual. Until that definition of that child has the chance of being known enough to be individual, I'm not sure it can fall under the category of murder.
Very good. This is where it goes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. This is Scapegoat City. All conversations about this shit go there. Now we play God, and we determine when life begins. And the week,
right? That's the argument I'm having. I'm not going to have that conversation. It comes down to the mother's decision of when she believes life begin. After that point, she's murdered. Before that point,
no bullshit. Bullshit.
So then she can kill her own baby a day before birth? She can punch herself in the stomach?
In my definition, life doesn't begin until he takes his first breath. It is not the woman's decision. And Dennison just proved it.
Life begins at contraception.
Contraception ends life before it starts.
Conception, sorry. Life begins at conception.
Easy, guys, easy. Don't confuse me.
I always mess up shoulder and soldier. Shoulder and soldier. I can't say
Life begins at conception, obviously. The day before a baby's born, you'd be charged with murder if you hit somebody in a car. It's vehicular manslaughter. If you kill the mother and the fetus, it'd be 2 counts.
So what
obviously, a baby is alive.
What happened to Psalm 91?
There's no difference between it. What is the difference between a baby before it's a day before it's born and a day after it's born?
And Sasquatch, not to beat on you, you're saying that the mother will determine that, and that cannot be true.
First, as soon as
obviously not
pregnant, she has a decision to make. Right. That decision determines all decisions from that point.
Agreed. Again, you divert. You're saying she has a decision to make. You're goddamn right. We're talking about whether it's murder. I'm about to accuse you of dancing, bro.
Oh, I can dance like the best monkey in the fucking house, brother. We can dance.
Don't dance. Don't dance. Be direct.
I'm not
Let me
trying
ask
to
you
dance.
directly. Let me ask you directly then. Me and my girl, maybe that's a bad example. A guy and a girl lay down, they have sex, and 3 days after they have sex, I don't know how long it takes, 5 days, however long it is, let's say a week, when it's detectable, 2 weeks. All right.
2 days.
So let's say it's 2 days. Thank you. So 2 days afterwards, the chick find out she's pregnant. 2 days have passed. In your opinion, don't put it off on anyone else. She gets rid of that kid. Is it a kid? Is it murder? Your opinion.
I personally believe that abortion itself is wrong.
I'm sorry. Did you say anything about? Okay, maybe you did tell me.
Well,
2 days
2 days
is wrong.
after conception. When the sperm meets the egg, it takes 2 days to detect it. It might take another day.
Right, so,
When the heart beats, that child is alive. That's my.
Very good. Well, let's go to that. Hold on, before we go to heartbeat. I know the conversation is gonna go to. I want to end Sasquatch right quick. 3 days, Sasquatch. Not it wrong. Please be direct. I'm asking you directly. 3 days after conception. Is it murder? Is it murder?
Murder.
Yes.
I would like to say yes.
All right.
But you cannot know until someone either admits it or says
No.
something.
I just asked for your opinion. Yeah. All right.
I chose to raise my out of wedlock child. It was not comfortable, and no one wanted to have that conversation. And yet we went through the whole thing. 17 years old and on the honor roll, and I'm glad I did. It never crossed my mind to have it for her.
Very good. Very good. I wasn't passing judgment on you, by the way. I was checking your philosophy. Now, you said, lady, I'm sorry. Hey, John. I'm just being short, lady. I'm just cutting it short. I'm black. We cut shit off. All right. You said that heartbeat begins.
Yeah.
Anybody know when the heartbeat of a baby is detectable? Hey, Siri. 5 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yep.
All right. So let me ask you. At 7 weeks, I hit my girlfriend in the stomach. I'm a murderer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at 4.
I mean, did you intentionally, or was it?
I intentionally, yeah. I don't want no fucking kids. How dare you tell me you're pregnant? I hit her in the stomach after 5 weeks. I'm a murderer.
And she loses the baby?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean.
But not at 4 weeks.
But after 4 weeks, I hit her in the stomach. She loses the baby. I'm all in the clear.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I saw that coming from a mile away, dude.
I know, right?
I mean, there's no heartbeat, so.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What does that mean? There's no heartbeat.
Right.
So that means to me, in my view of things, that baby really isn't alive until 5 weeks when it has a heartbeat.
But it's alive as soon as it's conceived. That's how science works.
I understand what you're saying, Dennis, and that's
no. You got to do better.
It's not my view though. That's science. No.
There's no because there's.
Hey, Jake, you want to run away from
on
this?
Either side of the. I just had a panel on this not too long ago.
Okay, so then if I have a heart problem and I'm on a machine that's keeping me alive, I'm not a person anymore? You could just kill me? Okay,
well,
so then what does a heartbeat?
No.
What does a heartbeat have to do with it?
Your definition of being alive is a heartbeat. He no longer has one.
Everyone. Psalm 91.
All right.
Fuck Psalm 91.
No, it explains it perfectly.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Nigga, you better read it.
Yeah, you said it explains it perfectly.
All right.
Look at Sasquatch. He's dying.
Go ahead, Phil.
All right. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord. He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall to your side, 10,000 to your right hand, but you will not come near. It will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked.
Okay, you're gonna have to translate that into anti-theist for me because I didn't see the relevance there.
I've got somebody here to do just.
Yeah, the guy in the upper corner right here.
Are you
All right, perhaps I'm a simpleton, but guy in the upper corner, can you tell me what that has to do with when life begins?
Or abortion, because it's
or
not just when
abortion,
life
which
begins.
was truer. I skipped over that. I wanted to give him a chance. It surely has nothing to do with abortion, so I'm giving him a bone here.
Okay, me again. Go ahead.
That particular verse is about death. It's not about life.
I've heard both.
Well,
I love it, baby. Go ahead, guys.
What's your name, guy in the upper right?
Untethered Live.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Jake.
Jacob.
Jake.
And you said Sun City Live.
Untethered Live. I'm fixing to drop.
Untethered Live. Word. Thanks for that, Jake. That was I get it now after you said that.
You have it?
All right. Life begins at conception. You can find that when Jesus is conceived. His mother then goes to visit her cousin who conceived 6 months earlier. That's a 6-month-old baby recognizing a baby that was just conceived in that scripture.
All right.
So explain that to me again. How does that do with life?
That has nothing to do with abortion. Abortion is a different subject altogether. In that case, you're talking about homicide, not murder.
No. I was okay with life. I'm okay with life. Let's do that one first. Hold on. Don't go past that one yet.
I'm going to get my glasses. I'm coming right back. I'm going to get my glasses.
All right. You're saying we're going obviously by the biblical definition of life here. You're pointing to
that's
that.
That's what I'm answering.
Yeah.
That's what was that?
Yes. So you pointing to that scripture as saying it's obvious that it begins at conception because a 6-month-old baby, said it was alive. I'm just making sure. I want to know if
I'm trying not to get into scripture I'm just trying to hit the top of the point. The verse is talking about when Mary enters into the room, the fetus in Elizabeth jumps with joy because it recognizes the presence of Jesus, which is the Son of God.
All right, you're saying what I'm saying. You're saying what I'm saying. You're saying at conception, that right there recognizes that the kid's alive. You are saying that. All right. I just wanted to clarify. All right.
Right. According to the Bible, that's the question that was asked. That's the question I'm answering.
Yes. I understood. I was strictly speaking biblically. Yeah. We can argue over whether that has weight or not. But I'm not going to argue it because I believe that at conception the kid's alive. I'm not going to argue that shit.
All right. Now, as far as abortion is concerned, which is the topic, there are 3 levels of murder. There's murder, there's homicide, and there's second-degree homicide. What the difference between those is intent. You can kill somebody without meaning to. You can kill somebody during a crime of passion, or you can lie in wait and kill somebody on purpose. Those are 3 different meanings of death by murder and 3 different punishments involved.
Well, let's assume that abortion means you intended to kill.
sometimes that most of the time that's the case, but there are times when a child is lost and it's not intentional, or maybe
Then
it's a
that's not an abortion. That's a miscarriage.
right.
An
Correct.
abortion, we can agree, is intentional.
According to the Bible, that would be correct.
All right. So, according to the Bible, you're saying it's clear that abortion is murder because of what you previously stated. Yeah.
According to the Bible, in the context of the question that was asked of me directly.
I understand that. You don't have to keep quantifying your statement, bro. I'm not a goofy.
If you take a life, whether it be in the womb or out of the womb, if you do it intentionally, that is criminal homicide, meaning lying in wait, murder. Phonios in the Greek, which means to kill. There it is. That's the only answer I can get.
And biblically, as you said, since the kid is alive at inception, anything after that is quantifiable homicide, murder.
Yes.
Biblically speaking.
Biblically speaking. Women or men might want to kill the baby. I'm not arguing those points. I'm just laying out what was asked to me, and that is
I'm satisfied. You answered them. I'm satisfied.
Murder.
Hold on. I don't have to identify whether viruses are alive because they're not human and not pertinent to the conversation.
Correct.
And, actually, I don't mind going there. Shit. Because Lady Justice's definition was heartbeat.
Lady Justice is a different YouTuber.
Oh, sorry, AJot. Whatever the heartbeat determines. Leaves and with plants and shit don't have heartbeats. There are probably a few animals that don't have a heart at all. So does that mean they're not alive? So you have an argument there.
Well, who gave us abortion?
I don't understand the question. Who started the thing? Was me. Who started the conversation was me from chat, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
Oh no! I didn't mean that. I mean, where did the knowledge of abortion come from?
No idea. Some thirsty, skanky woman sticking a hanger up us. Right? They know where it came from. Experiment, some thirsty chick experiment.
YouTube's fixing to ruin this stream because he just said a fact. Oh Lord. Right. Oh God, I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister.
Some skanky woman with, like, I cannot let my dad find out she got a coat hanger. And if coat hangers weren't invented then, she got a tree root. And she jabbed herself. She like, it works. And she told the lady down the next village, it works. Just keep trying it. They got good at it.
Hey, pop quiz. How did the ancient Egyptians use contraception?
I believe that fucking sheepskin been around forever. I believe that honey was some sort of contraception for them as well.
Oh, one more.
There's another one. Okay. There's nothing that pops in my head.
All right.
This is
fucking
bad
crocodile shit.
Who? Crocodile shit.
Crocodile dung. They would take it, dry it out, grind it to a powder, add honey, and apply
Also, mandrake root always works.
Oh yeah, that'll take them out all the way up to the day of all the way up to the day of birth. That's like the morning after a pill 9 months later. Just wipe everybody out. Fuck them. Oh man, that's rough.
That'll take care of the problem.
All of them. Where they shit in somebody's well, wipe out the whole village, dude.
And what made you think Psalms 91 is a death?
It's referring to what happens to the soul when it is protected by God. The soul, meaning
when the soul is not in the body.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
at the time of conception, the soul is in two bodies, is it not?
No, before the soul is in the property, the purview of God. I don't know where
Technically, you're right, Sasquatch. Right? It is in two bodies.
Layers, right?
Right.
If I kill that motherfucker, I go to jail for murder. That's a fucking.
It's like a protection prayer. from the angel of destruction.
Yes. It's
All right,
more.
yeah.
It's
Hold
more
on.
along
Go ahead.
declaration of fact. This is what happens when God protects you.
Yeah.
Yes, plants are alive. They reproduce, they spread, they
Okay.
change.
Okay, it's
So-
God's protection and rescue from danger.
All right, I'm gonna have to read it. Though. Is it about murder? Psalm 91. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Show me Psalms 91.
I love that shit.
91st Psalm of the Book of Psalms, beginning in English in the King James
Okay,
Version.
show it to me,
He that
Hooker.
dwelleth
Stop
in the
talking.
secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Should
Right.
I keep going?
Yes, Siri. Let's hear Siri read it.
Mm-hmm.
In Latin, it is known as key habitat. As a psalm of protection, it is commonly invoked in times of hardship. Though no author is mentioned in the Hebrew text of this psalm,
All right, she's
Jewish
not
tradition
reading it.
ascribes it to
All right,
Moses,
stop. Shut
with
up,
David
girl.
compiling it in his
This
Book of
bitch.
Psalms.
This bitch.
She's giving it a hard time.
All right, it goes. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide. Now we're reading this with an eye for, is it about death? In the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty in Latin. It is known, blah, blah, blah. I think they just threw me. That is not part of it. You fuckers. They telling me about it. They not showing me. Siri sucks, bro.
Welcome to Google. Hey, let me tell you a secret about Google. Google is a Potemkin search engine. If you go and do the actual research on what Google brings you, there will be 80 billion responses to your search, right? You'll find 8 billion, and if you scroll down a little further and specify your search, you'll find 300 million if you go further and specify even more. But if you look further, you'll find out there's only about 1,000 different articles, and they just repeat. It's just different
Is that true?
Yes, it's kind of hard to prove because it takes about an hour and go through it.
It makes sense because I've went through multiples and I find the same source quoted
Same
over
source
and over again.
over, and yet it
Yeah.
listed as different hits on the same search. So it
Yeah.
says billions. There's only 500,000. You know how I figured this out? Jokes. How many jokes are on Google?
No idea.
About 2,751. Most of them are the same 500 jokes told in slightly different variations.
Variations. Check that shit out.
So
And that led you there.
A million different ways, but Google can only find 500,000 of them.
Right. I understand. I totally understand. I'm gonna read this. I found it with an eye toward these guys. Is it about death? Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge. He is my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by the day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, "The Lord is my refuge," and make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. All right, I'm almost done. I don't see how this is about death. He commands his angels to follow you in all ways, blah, blah, blah. He loves me, said the Lord. I will rescue him, rescue him. I see nothing about death. Guy in the upper right.
Well, it's about destruction, but it's supposed to protect. The mother's womb is the place of the Most High. That's the way I've always been explained and read about it.
I'm sorry. Do I hear tapping shoes? Is someone dancing up there in the top right corner?
Not me.
You said it was about death, baby.
Death.
No. It is. I've heard it talked about as death as well.
All right.
That was you who said it. I thought it was Jake who said it was about
I know
death.
the problem. I know exactly the problem. Hold on. My man here in the middle comes from the Jewish tradition. My man in the upper right-hand corner comes from a Christian tradition. You're talking about two different perspectives of the same psalm taken from two different time periods.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I had one of them saying it was about death.
Oh,
That wasn't Jake in the
Yeah,
top that
and
said death. It
that's
was the
not
other guy.
wrong. That's not wrong in the least.
it's
So you saying it's about death as well?
I've heard it talked about
Wait,
as death. I am
All right,
not.
all
I'm
right.
not that kind of an expert.
All right, wait. I'm not curious what the expert said or what you heard. What do you think? Is it about death? I don't care what Bob down the street said.
Okay,
He's not on panel.
what I know and what I have learned is it is talking about the mother's womb and the fetus inside of the mother's womb.
How does
The
this sound as
child
if?
can see
Oh, I'm
light.
sorry.
The child
Okay.
can hear.
Is there more? How does that statute mean that it's about death?
All right,
How does that scripture? Yeah, help me out.
All right. So from the Jewish tradition, a soul is a soul is a soul is a soul. It doesn't really matter before life or after death. It is still in the encompassment of
So the Jews are interpreting it as even after death. I am doing these things. I am your shelter.
Right.
Or before life. I am your shelter, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
All right.
Okay. I'm coming back.
Okay. What's that?
Okay. You'll be back.
Just out of curiosity, shelter from what?
From the bad
Everything
guy.
going on outside.
He was specific. He was arrows and shit. He could have been speaking metaphorically, but he was probably talking about a living person. You will watch the wicked suffer. He's talking about living people.
Yep.
Now I'm
And
confused.
what is he protecting from?
What do you mean?
Arrows and other motherfuckers hitting them in the head with rocks.
Yes, and bad guys and wicked people.
Probably wearing turbans, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Who knows? The Peleodites or whatever they were called back in those days. Shit. The
Okay.
Aerodites.
Hey, can you hear me, Joe Cool?
Yes, I can hear you, babe.
Stop laughing, dude. Quit. It's cereal. We're being cereal right now
Cereal.
with marshmallows.
I'm Captain Crunch.
You got marshmallows?
I'm Fruity Pebbles. Okay.
Oh, some Count
All right.
Chocula.
I love Fruity Pebbles. That and Captain Crunch berries are my favorite.
How about Fruit
cereal.
Root? You ever try
Fruit Loops? I get Fruit Loops all the time.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Screw all that government Fruit Loops.
Dang, that backfired. All right.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Oh,
Not in top 100.
okay. Look.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
All right, go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
A human life may be considered a human person at fertilization. On the other hand, others attribute personhood once the physical appearance of a fetus resembles the mature human form of about week 9 of gestation during embryogosis.
I'm not sure how that helps. I'm not sure how that helps.
How that helps, because he was saying that no, it's only fertilization is human.
But
human
AJ,
life.
here's the
No,
issue.
no. Wait, please. Sasquatch, I know I talk too fucking much, but I'm gonna stay on point here. You tell me that the guy says some people believe fertilization starts when the eggs fertilize, life begins. Some people believe that's when it looks like a human. Some people believe it's the heart. How does that help me? Some people have beliefs of every fucking thing. How is that helpful?
Call me old-fashioned.
Some people believe it's when it takes his first breath. Some people believe it's when he says his first word. Who cares? That doesn't help me.
I love you, Joe. I love you anytime, unless I'm actively doing an active show, a specific episode.
It was about a specific topic.
Why? You want to come talk?
Easy. All right, here's the issue I had with it, AJ. Here's the problem I had with it. This is a guy over here who's quoting something out of a book. This is a guy up here who's interpreting something out of a book. And this is a chick who just showed up with a different book to read to us.
Yeah.
And I was asking from the very beginning, he asked what our opinion of it was.
You know, that's where, yes, I was
That's
going
why
with
he
this
pinned
shit.
me down so hard, even though I tried to squirm out from under it a little bit. So
right.
didn't want to, but man, you know,
yes,
right
yes.
is right. And while I don't agree with abortion, I will turn my head under certain circumstances.
Let me be honest that I don't know, a few hours ago we was out back. I was talking to a friend of mine, a chick, and we had this exact conversation, and we talked about what excuses motherfuckers would come up with. I was very prepared for a motherfucker to say it begins at heartbeat, and I was totally wait. I guided the conversation there. I pinned you fucks down on purpose.
Yeah, no, I was perfectly willing to go through it. I kind of knew where
that helps me. That helps me. You niggas, you know, shit I see on CNN. Oh, a woman's right to choose. I can't question them. You're here. I can question you and sharpen my skills and my beliefs. Right? That's the advantage of having friends and YouTube and panels, man. A sharp guy can make you sharper. He says the saying, iron sharpens iron. The harder that surface is that I'm going up against, which interprets the smarter he is, the braver he is to speak his mind and all of those things, the better chance I stand at becoming sharpened. Yeah. So everybody's a fucking tool of me. Every time I hop on a panel, I have an agenda, bro. Motherfucker talking about one thing, I have an agenda, man. You're gonna make me better, I'm gonna make you better before we leave that panel. Count on it. Whether it's uncomfortable for you or not, you'll be thinking for the next goddamn 8 hours before you fall asleep. Better go get high, better go smoke something. Oh, speaking of, oh my God, I got some good shit today.
Was when you tried to call me on the Billy Ape. When I spouted some
I forgot about all that.
Burns looks at Siri. He's like, "Hey Siri, what the fuck's a Billy Ape?" Siri tells him almost verbatim what I had said.
They probably showed a picture and everything.
5 years.
Wait, she did show a picture. She did show a picture. Probably she did show a picture.
Right?
Yes, she did.
I love it. No, I love it.
Hey, I looked it up. I looked it up after it was done because I'm that type of good. I looked up articles and where it came from. People's talking about it. I didn't stop after we got off the panel. No. In fact, I saw those pictures, a couple more. I saw a picture with a guy standing behind it. I saw other pictures. I heard Joe Rogan talk about it. I stayed with the Billy Ape. Yes.
Yep. But I love that shit. The fact that you immediately turned to find a source, that was great. I can't be bothered.
I'm trying to learn. Yeah.
I asked someone for a source earlier, and they ripped my ass apart.
Oh yeah, no. People who don't have sources will tell you to go find it. One of my most hated interactions had to do with an individual who, let's just say, we disagree on electoral procedure.
Yeah,
and that's all I'm going to say about that. But the response that she gave me was, "Well, show me the proof." And I was like, Google extirpated it from its search engine. You can't see any proof of anything. If you mention it, your ass is deuced out. Just
that's
talking
the real thing.
Bringing this might be an issue.
All of the great footage and vids that I use to show for proof for shit are scrubbed and gone. Right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
And if you upload it, this is the part that amazes me. I've got a few of them saved on my hard drive. If you upload it, they disappear. They don't even send you a fucking email.
I've done the same shit, and I've had shit disappear. If you screen record it, there seems to be no fucking problem. It's like you bypass these fucks. Learn. Now I do too. Now.
Wait, you saying if you screenshot it?
No, not screenshot it. I'm talking about taking OBS, popping it up, and filming it as if you've got your own camera doing it.
Right. You'll be you'll be good. I've had my own shit disappear by putting it on other platforms, on YouTube, some shit where a cop caused an accident. My shit disappeared. I started going around on panels and someone said, "Joe, you got a great lawsuit." Blah blam, it was back up. Wow.
Right?
All right.
Wow.
They talked about some program called Prism.
Prism.
It's their data collection shit. And And not only now they have deals with 8 different major companies, 8 or 9, could be more now, but I just read it a month ago, less than that, weeks ago. 8 or 9 different companies, Google, YouTube, and all these big companies, they've given the government a back door. They'd have us believe that they must go and say, hey, Google, we need so and so's request and all of that shit, and Google has a say. No, YouTube, Google, all these people have given them a back door. They can access any internet search you did on all of these fucking sites now without asking anyone.
And VPN be fucked.
Yeah, they get everything right. They don't even have to let Google know anymore. Your shit is not safe.
We have found the Sasquatch in the mist.
Is this Red Dead?
Yeah, it's some stuff that I did for a audiobook I uploaded.
Really?
Yeah.
You did an audio book to Red Dead Redemption?
I went and found a audiobook that was about certain topics and then overlaid video onto the LibriVox recording of that audiobook.
Interesting.
I'm playing with the editing and stuff, trying to get everything to work. This is a first drop.
All right, I gotta ask you then. I might have to ask you a couple too many questions. The book, all right, here, it's simple as I can put it. The book, the story, which is on the film, will it tell a story of the book in any way? Or is it just aesthetics?
The next one does exactly that. I'll bring up the next one. It's more anyway. Let's see.
Right.
Sasquatch presents Call of Cthulhu. This is the LibriVox audio recording of Call of Cthulhu, read by H.P. Lovecraft himself.
It had been locked.
And
find the key
I've got
till
it
it
set
occurred to me to examine the personal ring, which the professor carried always in his
and properly audio balanced, which LibriVox doesn't do. I went in and did all that, edited out all the weird box clicks and all that weird stuff.
Yeah.
Redubbed everything, and then set it to the gameplay of the game Call of Cthulhu.
So my answer is no. It has nothing to do with the book.
This one does. This one does. The previous one did not. This one is Call of Cthulhu read over the footage of the gameplay of the game Call of Cthulhu.
I didn't catch that both of them had the same.
That's why I had to change videos. The other one's just a random bit of game footage I had.
All right. And it's worth it, in my opinion. Even if a motherfucker don't get it, it was worth your efforts, man. It'll be for the ones who do get it. It's worth it.
I like it. It's a
great
book.
Is it? You got to tell me about it, or I don't know if it's worth reading.
It's only an hour and 12 minutes, man. You could listen to it in the shower one morning when you get your
I like reading. I'm old as fuck. I still love reading.
It's an original H.P. Lovecraft, and it's part of the original Cthulhu mythos that he put together from the outsiders and all of the great elder gods that are sleeping and we don't know about them anyway.
Yeah.
This one involves a island surfacing and an old god rising, and it basically unnerves everybody on the coastal town of wherever the hell they are. I think it's Darkwater, something like that. And it has other ramifications, but it's really just a short story. But Lovecraft has a way of putting description together so that it has a texture of horror. And this game does a really good job at bringing that texture of horror to you.
Yeah,
there's one part where I was in a fucking asylum for 3.5 hours walking down the same 8 hallways because at one point you go into a part where you get drugged and it spins your compass.
Yeah.
You can't pick which way's out.
I'm a gamer, right? So I played Alone in the Dark and all these games where if you look at a painting, it may fuck you up because it's bewitched or something, and your character can't go where you want, can't see straight. I get an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Color Out of Space, but the last chapter of this game is almost directly from the Color Out of Space, and I'm waiting to get to it to film that so that it makes sense with the footage.
Right. Yeah, that's dope. I love this, by the way. Damn near every game I ever played, I flipped. I ended. And I've been a gamer for a very long time, and that would include every Call of Duty up until I stopped playing that a few years ago when I started Chase Police. Every Resident Evil, every so and so. Man, I've played them all and beat them all, bro.
Yo, I got a Resident Evil story for you. Never heard of Resident Evil, right?
All right.
Resident Evil 3 comes out. I come to town. My homeboy just bought Resident Evil 3. He comes running in. I got it. And I was like, what the hell you got? Resident Evil 3. I said, great. I have a bag of mushrooms. Let's watch you play the game. What is it about? He said, you've never heard of Resident Evil?
I don't know about that one.
You're grinding up mushrooms.
Oh,
I'm like, never heard of it.
shrooms?
Hold up. Never seen it. Never heard of it before. He's like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go and start up the first game. You come in, we can watch through the whole thing. Won't take but about 2 hours to go through both of them. I was like a crappy game. So like 20 minutes into the first game, I just about lose my shit.
Yeah.
Losing my mind, dude. The air conditioner breaks. I'm sweating bullets over there, dying on the couch, hallucinating my balls off, and watching Resident Evil play out.
But if y'all don't know Resident Evil, is where that horror genre comes from. I got a story too, a Resident Evil story. My nephew, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, however, he's a kid. He's on the couch, and it might have been 3, where the guy, normally in other Resident Evils, if you close the door, the creature can no longer chase you. So we're up late night, I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. He is scaring him to death. And the monster, I run out of the room. The monster is not behind me. And he's like, is it okay, Uncle? Is it okay? Yeah, don't worry. I lost the monster. Monster busts through the wall and chases us down the hallway. He gets up, runs out of the room, and jumps in my mom's bed. That's the game we're talking about off of mushrooms, bro. Oh my God, that's daring shit, bro.
No, dude, it wasn't daring at all. I had no idea what the hell I'd tied hold.
It was just dumb. It was not right. No bravery there, right?
Dude, if I'd known, I wouldn't have fucking done it.
Right?
Because let me tell you, man, by the time I realized the error I had made, there was no chance of it.
Hey, you showed them a Resident Evil clip. You got that up, let's Google any clip, from Resident Evil, and they can get an idea. Because what dude was talking about, the aesthetics of this game is what Sasquatch was trying to say, how the movie paints such a great picture, and the graphics of the game seem to complement it. Until you see the graphics of a Resident Evil, you probably won't get what we're talking about. A lot of these games, man, the Two of Us, or The Last of Us, the Alone in the Dark series, a lot of these things, they got really good at this shit.
Right. And my plan is to go and find short stories that line up with the concept of whatever audiobook I'm working with.
Yes, please take your time and do it right. You'll be rewarded.
Currently, right now, I'm working on doing Robinson Crusoe in sync with Stranded Deep, which is a game where you're lost on an island and you have to build all the stuff you need. It's a survival game.
Dope. You didn't want to do something that wasn't gay?
No, not at all. Because fried stuff is going to sell the whole thing. Fuck you, Joe. I'll dance with the best of them. Don't mess with me, brother. We can go round and round. It'll be all right. And I love you. Promise you.
Is this it? What we got here?
Yeah, this is.
Have you ever been able to get Kate Beckinsale up on your panel?
Unlikely.
Oh, this is one of the early ones. I can tell the way they move. This is one of the early ones.
But part of what made this game so terrifying was the locked camera angle. The fact that you couldn't see nothing.
Oh, it was brutal, right? And the early ones, you couldn't even aim your gun. Like this one she's playing, now you can shoot them in the head 6 times. Back then, you had a 50-50 chance when you're pointing at them or whether you're going to hit them or not. And they didn't give you a lot of bullets back then. See, she's shooting at the wall and the ceiling right now.
Yeah, you can't see nothing. And as far as trying to shoot a thing, even if you hits it off real good.
I played it so much that I found that if you stand on an angle and catch the zombie on the stairs, you can get a headshot if he's 6 or 7 stairs above you. That's how difficult it is
Perfect
to get a
timing.
headshot. It seems random as fuck.
Dude. I won't play the game. That experience I had with mushrooms, I have never played Resident Evil. I haven't.
Wow, I've beaten them.
There's a
Oh,
couple of others that have the same flavor to them that I can't sit through either.
yeah, they're brutal, bro. And the early ones like this one will still have puzzles and shit that you have to solve to get different places. Later on, it became more about shoot 'em up type shit.
Right. How early did you get into gaming? Did you ever play Fable or Fate?
Yeah. Play Fables RPG.
Yes.
Myst. I played Myst, but it was on a friend's computer, so I
Yeah,
never finished it. But yeah.
Right. Okay. Myst was one of the greatest games ever created.
I believe I was in college. You're talking about the mid to late '80s with Myst.
Oh yeah. I was right at the very edge of either fixing to drop out of school or join the Marines. I hadn't decided which.
Right. So yeah.
When I realized that the chick wasn't knocked up and I didn't have to join the Marines or go to college.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a near miss. Let me tell you why I didn't. My pops took me out and got shit-faced drunk and then turned and looked me straight in the eye. One of the very few times he talked to me like a real person in my entire life. He looked me straight in the eye and he said, "War is hell. You will hate it, and it will fuck you up for the rest of your life. You can go do it. I'll support you, and I have no issue with it, but it will fuck you up for the rest of your life." And then he laid down in the back of the truck and passed out.
Wow.
It took him an entire half gallon of Crown Royal to get around to telling me some shit.
Wow.
That's how much war fucked him up.
Right. I think, and I've experienced nothing like your old man went through, but I've experienced a lot of really gruesome shit that niggas shouldn't have to do. And I didn't have to do them, but during the gang grind, I've done some really bad shit, horrible shit. And I think that that carries with you. And, it's like the shit that I did is like a white motherfucker experiencing racism somewhere. And you come to a black neighborhood and we treat you bad. And you be like, wow, racism sucks. And then you leave and you don't have to deal with it for a while. Your old man would have had to go through it every day, all fucking day. So I don't want to equate my experience to his. But I think I carry over a certain amount of trauma. The way I talk, my anger and all of that shit. All come from at least a lot, many that I'm unaware of, that my inability to call the police, my anger for the police, all of that shit stems from, I'm sure, my gang activities, the drug dealing activities.
Is for them to contact the morgue. If somebody comes to my house, and in fact, okay, this discussion, I have a question for you. When it comes to self-defense, does an individual have a duty to retreat?
Let me answer last. I'm more interested in these.
Okay. Do you believe in a duty to retreat?
A duty to what?
To retreat. In the face of yes.
Run for the hills.
No, you're in town. You're at a public place. Somebody starts some trash with you, or you see somebody that may start some trash with you. Is there a legal duty or is there a duty to retreat, in your opinion, rather than standing and defending yourself?
In my opinion, this color don't run.
Okay, I have a different opinion.
There are some places where it's legally obligated upon you to run and hide. I don't follow the aesthetic, but there are people that believe.
Illinois, we have duty to retreat in Illinois. What about the other guy?
No, Georgia's a stand state.
I'm asking you.
Sasquatch, he gonna pin you down, man. He's been learning from the best. He's not gonna let you get away with that one.
Well, me?
I'm in Georgia state. Go ahead.
Yeah, Georgia's a stand your ground state.
I'm not asking about Georgia. I know the Georgia law on the duty to retreat. There is none. I'm talking about you yourself. You are in a position where you have a firearm and you see some situation where some shit might get thick. Right? Do you feel a duty to retreat? Because I do.
No, it's more dangerous to turn your back on danger than to That's not a wise move.
Did you hear me, Sasquatch?
You don't turn your back on the activity.
Please, Jake.
That's my opinion.
The thing is that, in fact, that was something I was going to do last night on my stream. I was going to use Red Dead to demonstrate the difference between brandishing, displaying, and open carrying a firearm. These are very different things. But
Very
for the
different.
moment, we are talking about the duty to retreat. I believe if I have a firearm in my possession that is not it, and they do not know, it's concealed carry now. We have constitutional carry, so you never know if I have my pistol or not. If I have a pistol in my pocket and I see you starting some shit, you will see me walk straight to my car, get into my car, and leave because I am not in my home and I'm not in my property. I have no right to take your life, no matter how much of a shithead you are. If
Well, you didn't say somebody started some shit. You said if they started some shit with me.
Yeah, no, like I said, if they start some shit or you see someone you think is about to start some shit,
that's none of my business.
That is none of your business. However, I will take the extra step to prevent myself from being involved in gunfire by leaving with my gun.
So Sasquatch, I understand. Let me change the situation a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
The situation that's happening is you see two armed men pull down a mask and walk into a store. Still not your business. Are you going to let it occur? A gunman walking into a school, not your business. Do you let it occur?
Am I in the store?
You're walking out and you see them coming in, pulling down a mask, pulling out guns.
I have fully exited the store.
As you are exiting, they are entering. You see the gats and them pulling down the mask.
Well, they picked the wrong fucking store, brother.
All right. What about the kids? You're in the parking lot eating your fried chicken because churches got mad at you and kicked you out of their lot because you was on that police bullshit. You're in a fucking in a lot of a school or across the street, parked on the street, and you see a shooter, pulling the fucking gun out of his car. You can catch him before he hits that school door.
If I see a man pulling a gun and going towards the school, he's gonna have some explaining to do because I'm gonna shoot his ass in the kneecap.
All right.
He's not going in that school with a gun.
And as far as the first part, I've had fights with people and all of that shit with poles and sticks and didn't even pull my gun out my pocket. They never knew I even had it on me.
Thresholds. There are thresholds to the use of violence. You cannot use violence because some people said some silly words. You cannot use a firearm because somebody got a little bit rough.
You can't do it because the government said I won't prosecute you for it. Right? You can get away with murdering a motherfucker in some states. The law says it.
Do we have Good Samaritan?
Just because
do we have Good Samaritan here?
You do, but there is a fine line between an instigator and a Good Samaritan when it comes to somebody leaving a store. Right? If you read that situation wrong, suppose this is her husband and he came in showing her the gun that he bought and just lays
You need to do all the time in the world. If you make a mistake and you take it upon yourself to even point a gun in someone's face, your ass should be up. If you make a mistake, your ass should be liable.
Because we are the good guys with guns. And if you're not one of the good guys doing the good things with guns, you need to pay the same price that criminals do. It's necessary.
Yeah, and that's the way you let everyone be able to carry a gun then, because no one gets penalized because you could kill somebody. You could gets taken out of the question. Only the bad guy who actually did a thing gets punished.
Oh wow, Rick's in here. Hey Rick, we got the link in chat if you want to hop up.
What happened to AJ?
She had some other stuff to do. It's midnight here.
I got it too, buddy.
Yeah, brother.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me. I got to go.
Man, it's been great. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. I hope I wasn't too abrasive.
No.
And yet again, that is Untethered Live.
Thank you for having me. Good night.
All right. Nice to meet you.
You guys later.
All right. By the way, I love those biblical conversations, man. I can do that shit all night.
Don't wait 1 second. The Jewish faith is 30 days after the baby's born. If the baby dies 30 days after it's born, it's still considered abortion. In the Jewish faith, anything after the 30 days after birth is considered murder. But they're against abortion.
Wait. Are you telling me Jews allow abortion up to 30 days?
No. It's not
Child.
in Judaism. Abortion is not allowed unless it's going to definitely kill the mother.
Right. So what was that 30-day thing you just said?
The child, the fetus, doesn't become a human being until after 30 days after birth.
Isn't that when the naming ceremony takes place?
Oh, they have a ceremony for it and everything?
Right.
Well, that's when the baby gets its name.
Right. The naming. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. It's like a christening, but it's different.
Yeah. Breast.
I mean, it's around the same time frame and the same place. It's just.
And if they have a ritual for it, it stands to reason that it is feasible that this is now he is a human. We shall name him today. It all sounds logical. I've never been to church. Know nothing about that shit.
Yeah, and I don't know the fine tuning part of all of that because it's strange to me. But like I said, it's still they don't do it, and if you abort the baby, you're going to get your ass in trouble. But even after 30 days after the baby's born, it's still abortion until that day 30, where they get their name and they're considered, a viable human being.
Actual people. Yeah. Have you ever heard of officially Forest of Monsters, Joe?
No. Official what?
Officially Forest of Monsters. This guy. Pop him up.
Oh, okay. Official.
That's Rick. Rick lives in Tennessee. The man is an absolute savage. He is actively hunting Bigfoot every day.
All right, Rick. Can Rick get up here? Because when you said he lives in Tennessee, the first thing I was wanted to ask is, have you seen a Bigfoot sighting? And you tell me he actively hunts. If you do panels at all, could you grace us with your presence, Rick?
Now he's partially deaf. So
all right, I gotta yell.
I'm not sure that'll cover it. So what we'll end up doing is you can type it in private chat and he could read it there, or if you type it in the YouTube chat, I can post it on the screen so he can read it.
Right. Give me a second. I'm tearing up some weeds, some buds, so I can pack my bowl. But I'll get my other device, and I think it'd be easier if I type it in the other chat so everybody can see the question too.
All right. Last time I had him up, it was the first time he had ever touched StreamYards, and that was about 6 months ago.
Oh wow! So he should have a little more skills by now. Hey Rick, while you're finding your way up here, can I ask you, have you ever, with your own eyes, seen a Sasquatch of any kind? And for that matter, Sasquatch, I didn't ask you. Have you ever seen anything amazing?
Thing, and I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
I was about 14, 12 or 14. It was summer of 1997. We had a really nasty drought. 98, 97. I was 17 or 18. Anyway, we had this really horrendous drought. I mean, it was really bad. I live in a swamp, and it got to the point where there was no water around my house anymore. It was almost a quarter of a mile away down the we lost him. All we have is now is a vacant ATL. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming he'll show back up here in a second while I negotiate out with Rick. Anyway, he's got a whole bunch of really cool videos over on his channel. He goes out every few weeks on some sort of a different hunt. It's reminiscent of the way Bigfoot Anon goes on hunts, but Rick is definitely a bit more focused. He has Sasquatch traps. The man's serious. And the way I promoted his channel is there's something savage in the woods and it's looking for Sasquatch. Probably one of my best promotional bits I've ever actually done. It's pretty good. He's getting it ready. Yeah, nah, it's cool, Joe. I saw that kind of coming. You were doing multiple things at the same time and tried to poke the phone. I know how it happens. But he's working it out. We're gonna get him up here.
I'm the only one left.
Yeah, Joe was fiddling with his phone and touched buttons.
Touching the buttons.
Rick's getting his camera and stuff set up so he can come up. Officially Forest of Monsters. Didn't you meet him once backstage on an After Dark?
I don't remember. The name doesn't sound familiar, but when I see him, I'll know.
I'm pretty sure I hosted him right after you or right before.
I tried to get Lady Justice to come up.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to come.
Oh, some people are cowed by the mere stare of a Sasquatch.
Something happened between her and AJ.
Something happened between AJ and everyone.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure what. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure how this comes to pass. But other than Toe, at some point in time, she seems to come at odds with just about everybody she comes across eventually.
Now, what happened to the Road? What happened to the Road and Toe show?
None of them will actually tell me what actually happened. They just say it doesn't work, and that's fine. It's none of my business.
She told me she was going to tell me, but by the time we get around to it, I always forget about it. And she knows that, so she just kind of prolongs me until I forget about me asking.
Right. Well, I mean, there we go. Did they just be somebody popped in and disappeared? Bam. I hope this works. That is the link for Officially Forest of Monsters. Oh, yep. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
I can't see nothing in there. I hope that's actually you, brother.
Wait. You could have waited and been patient. I don't want you getting bored, Bob.
Oh, it's cool. I could actually kind of see the edge of your fingers.
All right, I got the phone laying down. Plus, I switched phones, so this motherfucker appears to be darker.
Dude, it's creepy though. I like it. Now
I'm still packing that bowl. I forgot we both been doing something while I packed. Oh, your buddy was coming up. That's right
here. Hey, Rick, can you hear us? You're muted. Put it in front of your mouth.
Hello?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear us. Hold on.
You mind typing in chat? Can you hear us, Sasquatch? While I'm hitting my bowl. Give me 1 second. I'll type in a second.
Can you hear us, Rick?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay. All right.
I was just making sure everything's good.
Yeah, I know. It's
All
a bit of a hassle. It happens.
Yeah.
So my man here was wanting to ask you a couple of questions. Joe Cool, the guy that's in the middle to the right. He wants to know if you ever seen a Sasquatch with your own eyes.
Well, I saw a Sasquatch since I was 8 years old. Almost 30 years ago. So it's from Tennessee Star Mountain. And before I was going camping with my grandpa. And yeah. And yeah, I have seen one, but my was with my grandpa while camping. So he told me go walk around. So I go down the woods to the creek. So I was used the bathroom. And then I heard something I could explain. So I looked up that corner. I thought it was a bear, but it wasn't. It just stood up.
Wow.
That's the last time I remember.
All right, cool. Next question, Joe.
Wow.
Yeah. my sighting was very similar. I caught a glimpse of what appeared to be a man slightly taller than me. I'm 6 foot tall. So this guy was a little taller than me. He looks over his shoulder, kind of huffs, and walks into the woods. And I was so stunned that I just stood there, let him walk away. I call it my hobo in a fur coat story.
Right.
You know, because I'm not
And
crazy.
both of you,
Yes, sir.
have looked for a Sasquatch. I forget your name, Rick. You saw yours when you were young. In your hunting for a Sasquatch, what have you come across? Sounds. What have you come across in your hunts, if anything?
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a long question.
I hear you. I'll just try to catch up.
Okay.
Has been said. Oh, that's best questions right there. Mom, there's a lot of awesome. It was great experience. It was amazing year, Bob. Been doing it for almost 2 years. And I've been going with my friends, my old team, Hog. And then he been marking out different players. So now I'm going with other one, the best people. So I found a lot of stuff while I was going. He took me someplace I ever been. So I got went we climbed it. We found a lot of stuff. And he took me someplace to tell us about it. We were took long miles to market hiking. And we went up the hill. It was very, very unexpected. We found a footprint. It's like 14 and 16 inch. But I got 3 footprint of caged.
Excellent. Did you understand that?
I did.
You took a plaster of it?
He has three casts of
three
places.
3 feet print.
Larger than a human could make.
I'm typing show me. I'm gonna get my other phone back out.
I'm looking
Hold
for
on.
it. There's a video over here that has it in it. I'm trying to find it.
All right.
Did it have the normal pressure points?
Yeah, it was a little flat. Apparently, Bigfoot's flat-footed.
Did it have? Was it so good that they could see thermal ridges?
Oh, show the cage. Alright. Hold on.
He's gonna. I guess he has them in his house.
Yeah,
This would be cool if he go get them.
He has an entire Bigfoot hunting industry. My man is serious.
I'm getting comfortable, Joe. I want to see this shit. I want to zoom in. Hold on.
Yeah. Gotta put them on a large screen.
Yeah, you might the big screen. Let's do it.
Oh no, he wants to see the cast. No, he doesn't know. He can't hear you.
All right. I typed it in private. I think he knows. I think he's going to get him.
Wrong one.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for now.
That is the wrong one. Curses tinfoiled again. There's this one video.
It was 14 inches.
Yeah, there's this one video he's got that shows his Bigfoot hunting.
That baby woke up. That baby woke up. Wifey just woke up. Oh, fuck. I'm a lucky fuck.
Oh, I screwed the pooch on that one too. All right, you see this room here that they're in? This is like a 14 by 20 some odd building. In this room are a collection of models of various types of Bigfoot traps he hopes to build to go help catch Bigfoot.
Really?
I'm trying to find the footage of it, and I've seen it myself. You'd love it, dude. It's beautiful. And he acts like it's perfectly ordinary. He doesn't even walk right by it. He doesn't show it to anybody. He's just like, no, the good stuff's over here. I'm like, dude, I want to see the models.
Wow. That's crazy, but that's brilliant. Always thought you have to kill a damn thing.
Doing it right.
A trap. I never even thought of that.
There it is. Let's see here.
Yeah, hold that up. Again there.
Bam.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot better than I thought.
That's something.
Oh, he got it on in the screen.
Yeah, no, he got it. That's my man. Oh yeah.
Right, so I want to see the footprints right here.
Holy fuck! Hold on, the screenshot.
This is the first one now. Alright, I'll show you the next one now.
Wow, bro. That's massive too, bro.
Yes.
My man Hunt Bigfoot's man. He got some cash. I'm screenshotting him.
He's not joking, man. He's out there doing the
You got to
do.
see how big this motherfucker is, like from his nose to his fucking belly button or something. It's massive.
Exactly.
So now, is that an older footprint because it's so flat?
There's the second one.
Oh, that's from the Black Sasquatch.
His foot's smaller.
Right, but his foot's smaller.
It's segregated footprints, huh? Segregated Sasquatch.
But back then the role reversal was different. The white Sasquatch had the big cock, and the black one had the small cock.
One of the old school Sasquatches there, man. Maybe that's why he talks so well.
Holy fuck!
Sorry, Rick.
Oh yeah, Rick. Did he show us anything? I had it zoomed in.
He had it's the same cat. Well, not that one. It's the
second one. Did he show us the second one yet? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, here's I got another footprint out of my hand.
Yeah, that one's not quite as well put together. That was in a stony environment. You can still see the rocks in it and stuff.
It's cold right here. I'm not sure you can see better.
Hold on, let me give him the big.
Yeah, you put him on the big screen. There you go.
Look. See this footprint size? It's like 15 inch. You can see toe right here. Big one. There's some toes here, a toe here.
That's a toe.
Okay.
That's definitely a toe.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, dude, ever since I started this channel, Joe, I've come across the most amazing people.
That's crazy. Did he say where he was at when he found those?
He's got a map on one of his videos that shows where all of the different findings have been, and he explains kind of where the different sightings have occurred. He has people that go out and interview the people that have Bigfoot sightings. Confidential. They go, they know where it happened, how it happened, and don't mention names as to who it was that saw what.
Sasquatch.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I need a couple minutes. My girl woke up. I'm just gonna mute for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, man, you're good.
All right. Here's a last one.
What parish was that in? What part of Louisiana? I'm assuming that's Louisiana,
Tennessee.
right?
Tennessee.
Oh, it's Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yes, sir. It's mountainous. Every one of his videos is in really rough country. I'm talking the kind of place where you can only bake half an apple pie. He's in good stuff, and I want to find his
Yeah, you're talking about this raw land he's finding this on.
Yeah, it's out there. It's very, very rural. He has. I mean, look at some of these places. Let me find a good.
Yeah, I've checked out some of his videos.
I'm talking off the beaten path. What's going on here? Okay.
It's hard walking in that territory.
Oh yes, sir. That ain't no joke. A little bit further.
And you're walking through there with boots on too, aren't you?
Dude, he's in full kit. Sometimes he goes out at night with lights and goes hunting. I mean, he is actively searching for Bigfoot. This is not a shield. This is not a joke. He is not. He got mad at me. I asked him, and in all honesty, I asked him, "You're looking for Bigfoot, right? You're out there hunting around, and you find a pixie. Who do you call?" He got upset about it. I wasn't trying to troll him. I approve of looking for Bigfoot. My question was, what do you do if you find something other than Bigfoot? It do you have who do you call okay, who do you call if you find Bigfoot?
That's a good question.
Sorry.
I guess I call this guy.
Will.
Yeah, I was just about her somewhere, but I try to make you. What did he call it? If I pay for well, you mean who I would call him if I pay for?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my call the name.
No, no, no. I'm just saying agency.
Well, sorry.
I call it university.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't call science people. So, well, I only tell, if I seen if I could prove, if I seen on camera or if I seen a person, I would call only people researchers on my team or all different community of Bigfoot researchers to join together and we would go get proof, catch them.
Right.
Just like get them closer to camera. It's like never before make a first history.
Do you have those connections yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has videos with half the Bigfoot researchers on the East Coast. He's
Great.
actually really big on TikTok.
How
You know
has that?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I don't have traps, but it'll be hard. So the traps will be later on season 3, on New Year, because but this year is more different.
Shit.
More different.
Models.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. He had wait. He had a whole display, like a diorama laid out in one of his videos, and I can't find it. And he had like this little bitty. It looked like a trap to me. I don't know what I would call it. I'm gonna find his workshop and show you because it is glorious. No, that's a party he threw. This is all okay. It was back before the racetrack. Season 2, I think. Where's it at?
Wait, well, right there, that red shirt on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a sighting.
I had an encounter with that red circle. I saw Chloe eyes. But if you go back a little bit, and you can see on the between that two tree branch. Alright. Alright, you can start it. You see eyes.
1 second. God damn it. There we go.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Just give me a second, brother. I'm doing some stuff that fuck it up. There we go. All right.
Yeah,
Now,
just keep going. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I can see just barely.
hold on.
I thought I saw something
But
already.
I had my scrambler up. Let me turn my scrambler off.
Yeah, well, I've been talking to people about this.
That's not an anomaly of my OBS. Whatever the hell is right there, there's something solid right
Yeah, it could be Bigfoot or it could be black bear.
Sure.
I mean, this is it.
Okay. Alright.
Play straight through.
Man, just gonna get a little bit closer. I gotta find the edge of the thing. There we go. Now we're cooking potato salad. Going back up to right before it pops up. Bam. Yeah, no, something moved. It walked out of the light.
Right there, right there. And
Yeah,
it moved towards it. It moved towards the left.
Good catch. Good deal. Arg.
Sure, it didn't look the right color for a glare off your light.
It wasn't a glare. There's something solid there. It might have been, I don't know what else it could have been, but I didn't completely trash my set doing that.
It went low. It was low, and then it went high.
It kind of looked to me like it was squatting down and stood up and walked away.
Yeah.
Like he said, a black bear or a Bigfoot. Right? Sorry. I'm a little anal about that kind of stuff. It drives me crazy when the lines don't line up.
I think if it were a bear, it'd make a little more noise.
Well, I've got it muted, but you notice both of them turned and looked straight at it right after it walked away. As soon as the movement happened, Onkuz starts whipping that machete around.
Yeah.
Wrong fucking chat. Oh Lord. I swear to God, I'm gonna get better at this, folks. I promise.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking it's a bear or Bigfoot, or it could be owl.
Okay, I could buy that. It could be an owl. It would be sitting, and then when it would leave, it would go down and then back up again. It would look really weird too.
What kind of? You're in Tennessee, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of owls do you deal with there? I know the white owl gets
Wood
pretty
owls.
big.
Well, there's wood owls. There's barn owls. There's eastern great horned owls. We have about 24 species. Bunch. We got some little bitty ones that dig holes. Not here because I'm in a swamp. That doesn't happen.
That'd have to be a pretty big owl to be an owl, I think.
Oh man, some of them are really, really big. Like really big. Have you ever heard of screech owl?
I think I have one in the yard over here. It scared the hell out of me one night. I was camping in the backyard and I got up in the middle of the night.
Good thing. But I was always just staring straight at their turn like this. But I look at these slides. I mean, like, it turned down like this. And maybe it was took on running off the tree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, terrifying.
definitely terrifying. Awesome. Anything you want to ask him, ATL? You can type it in the private chat. You can read it.
Yeah.
When we did the interview, we had about 3 minutes to work out how this was going to work, and that was the best way we could come up with it. Um,
Um, you don't get to catch them too much with the hunting cameras that you could post up on trees, or they're not very successful, are they?
Usually, when a game camera catches something like this, it is immediately boohooed by everybody involved. Uh, okay, I'll ask him that.
So it doesn't have as much credibility.
Yeah, no. The type of camera that's typically used in game cameras are usually fairly simple, and they can be easily spoofed.
Oh, it's just phone.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Uh, okay. No, that's going to be the same answer then. We got comments. Yeah, man. This was just all thrown together all of a sudden. This wasn't a planned show or anything. I just got lucky and had some people come in. I was hoping Rick would come by. Um. Does chat have any questions? We still got 5 people in here. Actually, back this time. Wasn't muted. Had his boom mic up. Yeah. Yeah.
Find out you have more luck with cooler or warmer temperatures.
I don't know, but just go after him. Try to get him on camera.
Is it better hot or cold?
Well, I do both ways, hot or cold. Because we'll never know if unexpected, Martin, unexpected ways, whatever. Nobody ever know. They'll just show up anytime. Just keep going there every time.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know enough about the habits of these things, so yeah, it's kind of hard to judge like that.
Yeah. Well, every time if it's cold, it's hard to see the footprints because the ground is hard. If it's hot, weather rainy, you can see a lot of trash and footprints anywhere.
The footprints that you found, do you think that they were older footprints or newer footprints by the way they looked?
Hey, brother. It'll do a lot better if you type that in private chat.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering. I suspect they're using caves to travel. One day I'll learn to type. I swear to God.
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, because me and Witchy Characters, we found a tunnel on the trail It's like good tunnel shape. So we went inside. I got it on film. It's all seasons to Expo 9. But do you mind if you show them? Oh, Expo 9 seasons 2. I'll be right up there. My saw creature in tunnel. Oh, Expo 9.
Things I used.
It's all the way top.
There.
Yeah, double.
Hold up. I'm snapped.
Where do you find this shit? Well, it's weird someplace I've ever been. It's southern Eastern. A melon was telling us about it. I don't know, remember what name is. He took me someplace I never been before. I saw a flash up there. You can see fingerprints touch the room.
Yeah, that's it right here.
Yeah. All right.
Is that an old caved-in house?
It's not an old house. It's called coal miners. Because, well, this is 2022. Yeah, coal mine. This was built since 18, but this is 2022. But it's like 200 years ago.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Fucking mouse disappeared again. Um,
Yeah. Well, I could give everyone spoilers. This Monday, I'll be doing Expo 10, doing film, but I go back to tunnel. Well, I don't know which one of trip to catch a different, but I think to set your cameras inside the tunnel, hide them somewhere, and put something in there, something smell food, and you capture on the camera. It's not really hard to look for. It's really easy place to find. Just follow human trail and animal trail.
have you tried to leave gifts for Sasquatch?
Well, yes, I'll leave a gift. Sometimes, well, it's not this place, different place. Well, I brought apple and some fruit. Leave them out here. While I search our cameras. When I haven't done a film for that because I left it when I left. So next day, it was just still there, nothing.
Yes, work line. That is true.
Oh.
Yes. And he's probably got more time doing what he wants to do than most of the people I know who are twice his age. So he's doing exactly what he wants to do, and I have infinite respect for that.
Right. And they end the video right there. When I walked that side, right there, yeah, that side, I walked there. So I turned around, I looked that corner, and I saw something. I didn't get it on camera. I'm sure I think I did, but I just saw a shadow. But you see, just just barely, and my shot flashlight, it moved away. So that's why I was turned camera off. I left. I was out in here. I was scared because I didn't have no game. Just throwing that. So that's why I got back for Expo 10. I was going face to face this creature. Alright, here's your footprints.
Hold up. You see that ATL? Hold up. My man has a footprint. See the toes? Man, I got my mouse.
Oh, yes, I do.
Right here.
Yeah, but nobody goes there.
Yeah, it's like this right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks.
A rock that has no business being in a Kentucky coal mine. That's flint. Hold on. See that white rock right there?
Yep.
Does that look interesting to you? Because it doesn't look like any of the other rocks there. ATL?
Well, it comes to a point.
It do look a little bit interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'd like if you could zoom on it to see if it has a
Hold on,
texture.
let me get the right window. I got so much crap going on over here.
Kind of, in a weird way, it looks like a nail.
I can kind of see it. No, that looks like a tool to me, man.
Yeah, especially with the two rocks right next to it like that.
It looks foreign. It doesn't look like it belongs there.
Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit.
Hold on.
You see, you got two round rocks, and then you got that in between it.
Yeah. That, for all the world, looks like somebody walked up and set it down. Was fixing to step up on this rock right here and set something down.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you could see him, the guy kneeling down, putting the two round rocks down.
Yeah. I'm thinking they're using rocks for cutting fish or nuts, food in my day. I believe they live in the tunnel. But while I was there, I heard something. I saw something. Yeah, I believe this is their home.
I wouldn't doubt it a bit. Okay.
Yeah, because the rocks that you're seeing here all have similar shapes. Like that white one looks like the two that are over here in the upper right. And when you start getting shapes like that, with the two round ones right there with the foot, looks like that's a kneeling place where you got some items. That could be like an actual spot or something.
Right. That's what made stop and look at it because that rock is in a particular spot in relation to that footprint.
I have big plans. So, great future. We're gonna have bonus videos. Well, you'll see no video be available tomorrow at 2 o'clock, but you'll hear every word.
That's 2 o'clock
Business
Eastern.
news. And one more. Dr. Chip Meldrum.
Dr.
Chip Meldrum. The science of
Dr.
Bigfoot.
Jeff Maltram.
Yep.
Okay.
How close are you to that cave? Here.
He said that this one was a cave that was a mine that someone else took him to that was way off the track. He's not quite sure where it's at.
Probably. I mean, I was closer, but I'm not far from there. She's like 1 hour away.
I'd like to get there with a brush and brush some of that dust off.
Oh, that's mud, brother. I bet that ain't dust. That's wet. It's juicy. Watch the way it sparkles when the light shines over it.
Yeah, in the back I can kind of see the mud.
Right. Now that part probably wouldn't make you dirty, but it would definitely be a little tacky.
A bottle of Sprite?
Yeah, they brought it with them. See, I've covered some of this before with him. We lost Joe Cool. He was the one that wanted to talk to him.
Hold on. You can rewind forward. Just a little bit more and more about almost the end of the video. I was looking that way, but I was the other side. I saw something, but you could barely see the shadow. All right, there. Yeah. That there. I don't think I caught it on camera. I saw it.
A little bit further.
Okay, I'm about to fall asleep here. Oh, yeah, it's 1 o'clock. I have to go.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace, brothers. Much love. Anything else you want to tell folks? Because I'm just about done here.
All right. I'll tell you guys everyone. Just make sure you want to check out. I mean, I love his channel. His channel is awesome. I just want to say thank you for letting me join your podcast for sure. Everyone, just make sure if you want to see best videos, well, everything's best, everyone's channel is best. But tomorrow, at 2 o'clock afternoon, it'll be available on my YouTube, only 2 p.m. But new videos is every Saturday on my channel. If you want to subscribe, I'm looking for one. Just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. All right. Bye.
Peace out, brother. All right. I thank y'all for coming in tonight. this is pretty much going to wrap it up for tonight. This is kind of a surprise stream. I don't have a guest for tomorrow, so it's probably just going to be more of the same. Although I do have kind of a topic I want to kind of pick at along the lines of aliens, reptilian people, and AI. It's a pretty good topic. Given the fact that there's been a leak from a couple of the tech agencies, both claiming that there is sentient AI, we have to discuss whether or not killing AI is murder. So we need to just go ahead and cover this ground and put it behind us. So y'all have a lovely evening, a lovely morning, wherever you might be. And if DM Foss happens to catch this, I did a late stream one time. I'm the king of the night. Hold on, let me do it this way. Is that it? No, that's it.
I'm the king of the night. I'm the king of the night. Yeah, that's way scary. All right, I'm out. Peace.